Let me, yeah, one guy.
What's up, folks? Welcome back to the stream. We're live with the T5S2 Pod 81 finals. I do apologize, real quick here, because I just bought a new microphone.
Shouldn't be able to be seen.
Let me. Looks like it's a little loud right now. Let's tone that down. How's that? Maybe like that. Is that good? Let's try that. How's that, chat? Does that sound okay?
Infiltrate. Okay.
Welcome in, everybody. This should be as exciting. I don't know. I have a brand new microphone using all new technology over here. Because the other one used to like mute itself or disconnect randomly. So we're gonna try a different one that's a little bit higher tech. It's much more expensive, so hopefully it sounds good. Welcome in, everybody. We are live with the T5S2 Pod 81 finals. It's gonna be the final outing of the pre-nerf Twin Lance. The reason being is that this event finals got delayed for ages. Unfortunately, there was illness, there was travel involved, there were schedules that didn't match up, and this, I think the pod finals got delayed for about 2 weeks.
Just making sure.
But we finally get to watch it. It is over here on the red side of the table. It is Freakman's.
That's the plan, and then they should just
playing the Tau Empire. The Kroot faction, as they are very slowly becoming. As if you watched my video earlier today, Freakman's obviously a regular to the show, I think, at this point. And over here in the blue, it is Jaunty, H20, rocking some beautiful, gorgeous Thousand Suns. A little bit of Grand Covenant action. List should be available in the video description. I am so YouTube stream pilled right now, chat. They're pinned in the chat and available in the video description. They're not! Exclamation point list in the chat. Oh my god, we'll get you access to the list, sir. Can you tell that it was like 30 hours of team event streams this weekend? Oh, man. Who was the first defender here? You know, that's the real question. Who ended up being thrown under the bus by the rest of their team? Some crazy stream event streams. Honestly, it was pretty cool because it was one of the most, probably one of like the greatest concentrations of talent of an event that I've covered in recent memory. We have like some Art of War conglomerations that happen occasionally, like especially down in Crucible in Florida, down in their stomping grounds. But in terms of international team play, holy crap. We streamed multiple games with Innes Wilson. We streamed Sam Pope. We streamed Liam VSL. We streamed David Gaylord. Just this crazy collection of talented 40K players. It was awesome. It was really fun. Please go check out my live streams over there. And everyone was cool. Obviously, a lot of those guys I am lucky to call friends, and so it was cool to see them. A couple of new people I hadn't met before. I actually never met Innes Wilson in person, although we've interacted online a couple times. So that was cool. I finally got to meet Nemo, Nemo the fish, in person, which was amazing. We I think exist in very different sort of 40K metagames, so we never actually met, even though we interacted online a lot. He was playing with his T5S2 season champion objective markers, which was cool. We got to find a new way to get objective markers to people. Maybe we'll do terrain sets. I don't know, with the new terrain objectives. I don't know, chance. Or battle shock tokens or something. I'll figure it out. Actually, you know what we should do is measuring sets. That's what we should do. With the T5S2 champion on him for season 11. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So Simp of self-flashalizing through the whole thing. I know. It was so funny. Like he was so down on his army. Every single game we played was or he played was very funny. Just making fun of the Tyranid Codex a lot. I appreciate that even probably the most successful Tyranid player in the edition, I think that's fair to say of Sam Pope, right? I think he's probably like the one that everyone knows as the number one Tyranids guy, but I think that he's probably the winningest Tyranid player of 10th, and even he's like, guys, this faction's just
this way,
just a nothing burger. Back to you. It's just a bunch of stats with a low points value next to them. I don't know. Interesting. It was fun. It was a fun weekend. Anyway, I almost literally just walked back into my office so that I could stream this game. So I am still coming back off of the lack of sleep here, chat. Anyway, folks, we could talk about what we're doing. The lists for the game. Jaunty over here playing a Grand Coven.
I will just go there.
Pretty cool. We saw a lot of Risen Rubric Phalanx over the course of the weekend, but Grand Coven a little bit more consistent, I think, in a singles format. Higher damage, lower survivability, better army ability interaction. Definitely not as skewy as you get from the Rubric Phalanx, but still pretty helpful. This includes 3 standard sorcerers, a Terminator sorcerer with Umberlific Crystal, plus a Demon Prince with Eldritch Vortex, and Magnus, the classic. Magnus, the red. Demon Prince is in reserve, in addition to a strat reserved unit of Rubric Marines with the sorcerer. We have 1 in a Rhino as well to get that gorgeous transport bonus. We then have 3 units of Rubric Marines, 5 in each of those. The Chaos Rhino I mentioned before, a Scarab Occult Terminator unit, 10 of those, with all the fixins for the Terminator Sorcerer to go into, in addition to a pair of Sekitar robots, a Zangor Enlightened unit, and 2 units of 10 standard Zangors for utility purposes. Pretty classic Terminators plus Magnus build. Excited to see how it rocks out. I didn't get a prediction up, chat. Let's get that done. Let's get it going, everybody. If I could spell Tau Empire. Jesus. There we go. We'll set it for 10 minutes. Get your Tortoise tokens in if you are interested in doing a little gambling. Over on the other side of the battlefield, we do have Freakmans with his Montka list. This is running the OG 160-point Twin Lance. Like I said before, the rules lock for this event was probably like 6 weeks ago at this point, pushing 2 months. So this is full power on release. Twin Lance, they're going to move at the end of each fight phase. They're going to be really cheap. It's going to be awesome. We have 2 Hammerhead gunships. We have a Carnivore Squad, triple Pathfinder teams, in addition to triple Piranha, triple Riptide Battlesuit, double Stealth Battlesuit, and a Vespid Stingwing unit. If you have seen this army before, you know and you love it. It is the classic. Now, one thing that's interesting is the decision the Freakmans has made here to place the Twin Lance on the battlefield. The most terrifying use of the Twin Lance that I've seen so far is Rapid Ingress Twin Lance. Because, especially pre-nerf, they could move out of Rapid Ingress. So, for example, you could place the unit, then move them, then keep going. So, move them at the end of your opponent's fight phase, then move them again in your own movement phase. So they would overtake the units that were screening their Rapid Ingress by the end of their own movement phase. And the mobility is crazy. They obviously cannot do that if you're using the most current version of the rules, because they do lose the ability to move unless they have fought. So if they aren't fighting anyone, then they don't move out of Rapid Ingress. They're still fast enough. They're going to move. They're going to charge. They're going to move again. They're going to keep going. So it's all interesting stuff. Freakmans is placing them on the battlefield here in order to get access to that scout move. However, the scary thing that can happen here is if line of sight gets drawn to them, we see a Magnus get pushed or something, you could lose that unit very quickly. The downside, obviously, is the Hammerhead gunships here are pretty spooky boys for Magnus if they end up rolling devastating wounds. Otherwise, they're going to get destined by fate out. So they're just going to not take any damage. But if they roll devastating wounds, because the Thousand Sun Sorcerer cannot then make a saving throw, they just get vaporized for 1 billion mortals, which is sad. So we'll see how it goes. Otherwise, Magnus is relatively well suited to survive a lot of this incoming shooting, just because he's T11 and there's a lot of strength 10 outside of things like Seeker Missiles. But the Seeker Missiles are only 1 tap, obviously, right now. I'm interested to see how this ends up going. One thing that's important, though, is that the charge effect of that the Twin Lance have here is not going to be very useful against this Thousand Suns army, because it doesn't really charge you that much. It does a little bit, and it forces Battle Shock checks during your opponent's charge phase, which is very annoying for them. But what it doesn't do is prevent them from being killed by Rubric Marines, because they'll just be flamered to death. Now, I will say, in I guess a counterpoint to the rapid ingressing these guys, is that Thousand Suns, out of any of the armies in 40k, do have really, really good answers to rapid ingress.
Nice.
That being Temporal Surge. If you are rapid ingressing a unit into a position where you can barely not be seen by your opponent's shooting, they could choose to redirect their Temporal Surge to that unit, then move into line of sight and shoot you. There's a couple to other instances of effects like this. I think tunnel networking out of Tyranid Subterranean Assault is the other incarnation of this effect, where after your opponent rapid ingresses, you get the opportunity to move, which means you could sort of chase them and kill them. Although, you know, it just requires a little bit of extra thought to play around, essentially, is all that means. But I'm excited to see how things go. Twin Lance is going to be pretty spooky against those Rubric Marine bodies with all those like heavy pulse pistol shots, the 2 damage shooting that they have, in addition to the cyclic ion. The fusion maybe a little bit less exciting, but the all of the multi-damage, like high volume multi-damage shooting they're going to put down is going to be pretty spooky.
And I will do my scout moves first.
Yes, sir.
Looks like it is Freakman's taking the first turn here with Tau Empire. New Yarick coming out of reserves or out of a transport is transformative to guard. I did take a very quick peek at Yarick's datasheet. I think we'll probably do a full show on all of the reveals we got over the weekend. Probably tomorrow. That may be our Tactical Tuesday.
9-inch.
Unless we want to talk about like
on these guys.
super major stuff. I don't know. We'll see what ends up getting released. If they release more content, I'm sure going to do that. But I'm definitely interested in Commissar Yarick. His reactive ability seems incredibly strong. And if your opponent's movement phase, you can select an enemy unit that was set up or ended a move within 12. And then you can just shoot them.
2 guys. They move.
Which is pretty spooky.
Just wait.
I don't know. Does he have good? He has 2 orders. Oh, he issues orders to Titanic.
This guy moves it 9 inches.
Oh, I didn't realize that, chat. And he can project his orders an extra 12 inches, right? Ooh, I did not realize that. That is big.
He's got it.
He has a loud voice. I love that. Decisive command. He yells orders very loud, and more people hear them. Also cool for them to have like an actually legitimate melee guy, although he's not that exciting. He's just okay. Thank you for the follow, Raphael. Appreciate you, bud. Yarick is worth a whole stream. Probably. I gotta think about exactly how
Let's just move them.
all the implications of how he works. Although Astrobotar is such a complex faction, I'm gonna miss some stuff, and then it is what it is. I like that he can attach into like every single infantry unit. I guess not Kazarkin. Oh no, Kazarkin's in the middle. But he removes a lot of their datasheet
You have 3
abilities.
overwatches on these guys, right?
On the robots, yes.
Yeah. They have 2 flamers. 2d6.
Yeah, 2 heavy flamers. It'll be 4 missile rack shots and then 2 melter shots.
Yeah.
Awkwardly, if he joins the Tempestus Scions, he removes their
Overwatch on
Deep
4
Strike.
something?
And if he joins the Kazarkin or Krieg Combat Engineers, he removes their Scouts.
For free.
Less useful.
Nothing special. Can't do it again with anything else.
That said, you might still do it.
Free.
Yep.
Because getting him up in the fight to use counter strategies is going to be good. Although, just an extra use of Lord Silver Leon's like orders is a big deal.
Let's see. This guy. I can always advance, of course. Depends on the secondary side. Fine. You can still send there, right? Yeah. Okay. Yep. So
his best pick allows you to reorder.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
With a 9.
Yep.
Like this. And I.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah. If you choose the pulse orders ability that he has and then drop him out of a transport, then you can do move, and then he can replace the move on multiple units.
One guy needs to steal.
That's a classic for Gaunt's Ghosts. It's not like a new interaction. He just does it on more things, is what you're saying. That makes sense.
Pretty straightforward. These guys are going to go straight back into the
Gaunt's Ghosts and Grizzled Company would like drop in and do that on 3 units, just from like anywhere on the battlefield.
Let's see.
or anywhere in one particular spot on the battlefield. He just gets to do it from farther away, which is cool. The downside is that you don't really get any of his other effects if he's in a transport. Actually, does he even choose the ability if he's in a transport? I don't think he does. So he would have to be in reserve? Actually feels kind of awkward. Go back to the thing. He chooses in your command phase. You can select. Yeah, so if he's in a transport, he definitely doesn't get any of those abilities.
Just like that.
So he'd have
And
to
the
come
line
out of
is pretty
reserve to
steep
reorder.
here. I think you have to
That's
be
very
past
awkward.
this terrain here. So
Thank you for the cheer. Appreciate you, bud.
Okay. Secondaries. It's Terraform, by the way. Yep.
Yep.
Assassination and Secure No Man's Land. I have one CP.
Assassination top of 1. Awkward.
Just
Especially against Thousand Suns that have a lot of characters. You're usually very happy to get Assassination against Thousand Suns. You use move, but it applies to every unit. Then you take aim. Right. Oh, I guess, like... I mean, you can just do that anyway, right? It's just that Yarrick orders more efficiently than everyone else.
Yep.
Is there any way?
Because you can, like, string an infantry squad within 6 inches of everyone and then pulse the order off of them. But nothing specific to Yarrick lets you do it out of phase, right? It's just that if you do end up doing it out of phase, he's like better at it.
Magnus will be a +2 move. I should have announced at the start Batrep.
At least to my reading.
But of course you will.
Yep.
Yep.
Roll an advance on this Pranya. 1, that's 15.
It's going to be a great movement block on the Rhino here.
I won't go all the way there.
And the dangerous thing is that if Thousand Suns don't crank back and clear these Pathfinders, the Pathfinders are actually very lethal to Rubric Marine defensive profiles. They're also not too bad into Scarab Occults, but it's not ideal.
Both here.
Yep.
Do we want to do that?
Do
you pass back over to me? Yeah, I'll have a quick think about it. So what else we got? Pathfinders. Is certainly coming up as well. This is in a bit of a more annoying spot for us.
Oh, also, I guess Yarrick's ability doesn't... It requires that he's the first order. So he can't even like do out-of-phase order to pulse the effect.
Let's start with the melters. So 6s. Nope. And then missile racks.
Also, it only affects one order.
You on a 3.
So he can't issue his other orders 12 inches away?
3 damage.
Interesting.
And then you are T7, so we have flamers. It's going to be 6 shots.
Does that? I guess, like, Counter Strategist is, like, super duper narrow use case. It's within 12 inches of his unit, and then he has to have a regiment unit within 6 inches of him, which could be himself, but his own unit, if he's in a regiment squad. But that one does feel like the one that your opponent's playing around the whole time, if you choose it.
Let me think about this one real quick.
The pulse is the big thing because it's orderless.
Okay, didn't expect the Overwatch there.
The reactive move is nutty. Yeah, that seems good.
If I still think I want to move up this way.
I'm still not really sure what you're getting at here, chat. The pulse is the big thing, but it still requires that he orders, right? It just means that like the rest of your army can preserve orders, but like if you've already ordered everything, why do we need to preserve orders? Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm stupid. I'm very tired right now.
You can move 5, and that's a.
So they'll move 7 for Magnus.
Oh yeah. Thanks.
Thanks for the cheer again. Appreciate you, bud.
7.
To order a coffee.
Don't charge.
I did just have one. You'd think it would kick in, but no. I expended all my caffeine intake to drive home.
The 1 edge of the wall, so you cannot charge them.
Yep.
Yesterday was pretty brutal. I'm sure that my best armies this morning was just kind of a mess. I got back from the hotel and I was like, I'm gonna die. Started working on best armies, and then like 7 hours later, it's like 4 a.m. And I'm finally uploading. Oh boy. Scout squad's pulling back here. They're gonna grab secure no man's land real quick,
So
it
they
looks
need to
like,
advance.
but I don't know about that assassination pull.
I'll advance these guys.
Because move phase is
To
different
war.
than shooting. It's any phase,
just
not
this
command
one guy there.
phase.
I'm going like this.
I don't understand, chat.
Currency. These guys will move up like this. This guy will stand like this and do an action there. We'll put this for terraform. These guys will stand there.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's that the pulse effect, the pulse specifically refreshes every phase.
So,
However, it still only works once per battle round, essentially, right?
terraform there.
So in Grizzled, you could issue orders from your team, then move, then snap to it, and trigger the decisive command off the snap to it, assuming Yarrick hasn't issued any previous orders.
That will be pretty annoying.
I think
So
is
I
that the wombo we're talking about?
Bit.
That is much more much more in depth, I guess, than I expected.
This.
You issue move in the command phase. He can order when hopping out. But no. If he's in a transport, he doesn't get the ability. I think you might be misunderstanding how this effect works. Because he does not choose if he's in a transport in your command phase, he doesn't get his Primarch ability, right? He just doesn't do it. Because it doesn't have the clause where he can do it while he's in a transport. So he can't use the ability at all, right? If he comes out of reserve, he could issue, but he issues at the end of the movement phase, which means the decisive command pulse effect doesn't trigger.
Right there.
You would have to wait until shooting phase, then snap for a command point. Then the decisive command triggers, assuming that Yarrick forewent issuing orders previously when he came out of reserve in the movement phase. Or, I guess, in also in your command phase.
I think the time was on you.
Yep. What a confusing ability. I mean, I think it's a mechanical issue with orders. To be perfectly clear, I think orders are too complex as a mechanic, as a mechanism. It's what is per phase? I don't understand.
I guess like this. 9 inch away from this guy. And these guys.
The ability, the decisive command ability, only ever works once per battle round. It only affects one order per battle round.
7.
I'm so confused, chat.
We need to advance.
We get to troll once per phase. It's working. It's so working.
5 more.
It literally does only work once per battle round. It affects the next order he issues. And because the ability is only chosen in your command phase, that definitionally means once per battle round. All right, so we need to find a way to get Yarrick's order issued out of phase, right? Which means he can
this
you'd have to snap to it or come out of strategic reserve. It's one of those two things. Which is what I was saying.
He could still do an
My mom is indeed once per phase. That's so true.
I'll just put it in there.
What a data sheet, chat. What a data sheet Commissar Yarrick is.
This Riptide's gonna advance.
Or you ramp and ingress. Yeah, I mean, I guess. But no. If you ramp and ingress, it doesn't work. Actually, coming out of strategic reserve basically. Oh no. Coming out of reserve works as long as you're not doing any other orders, or you don't need any other orders from like other people. Or I guess you order him first. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. So I guess you could wrap it
I
against him. I
guess.
guess. Wrap. Does the order effect work on your opponent's turn? Is that turn locked or no?
Yes,
I have no idea. I don't think I've ever seen that happen.
I'm
sure it makes sense though.
Yep.
So you can move 6 and 10.
Yep. And then could double move if you didn't want to charge another 6 potentially.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Welcome in, everybody, by the way. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. You come into our absolutely unhinged discussion about Commissar Yarrick.
These guys are fine. These guys can move up.
Where is the rule that says you can order after you arrive? Is it just in the codex? Do I have to look up the core rule? Dang. Sucks to suck.
That's the only direct I get for now. Okay.
I have no idea where it is actually.
Advanced speed.
I don't see it in the army rule. It must be in an FAQ somewhere.
Yes. Beginning of phase. These guys will be guiding.
Can a rapid into reactive?
No.
Keep
save. Yep. Okay.
That I don't think that
No,
ordering doesn't. That sequencing doesn't work
to give
because you rapid
and this guy +1 AP
at the end of your opponent's movement. So your opponent has already ended all their movements. No one has ended a movement within 12 inches of him.
0. Yeah. These guys will fire.
My co-commentator's here. She's very excited.
I think I placed them slightly.
And I'm no longer in
okay, that's
New York.
Just so you know, these guys are stealth as well.
Yeah. I think I will choose this guy and this guy because this guy would maybe not see.
Okay, so not doing the action.
Is the end of phase thing in the ballad status slate? I bet it is.
Action, but if he shoots, he must shoot this.
I see what you say. Yeah. So you're choosing him for the AP, and then you can decide later if you want to shoot him or not. Yeah.
Wait,
sense.
where? Yep. Where is it?
So we'll use these guys first into them. And they will all overcharge. Just 1 die. Nope. He comes first. Hitting on 4s will be 5s again. 3 hits. AP2 on these guys.
Well, this ability exists.
Go and these
guard players just been cheating forever.
Yep.
No, I bet it's in the codex. I bet it's in the codex.
Damage?
2.
2. Cool. 1 goes on to 2.
Yep. Oh, and I will do the.
I think it was an FAQ originally, and then the codex dropped, and I think the codex codified it. No pun intended. Because I cannot find it in the actual faction pack.
2 little hits. Strength 5. Toughness 5.
So just search voice of command.
6. 3 saves. AP1. Ignore and cover.
4 ups.
Nope. Yeah, it's not
damage.
in there.
1.
Down to
1. Drones from the sergeant with twin linked, hitting on 5s. 1 lethal, AP1, ignore cover.
4 up. All good.
Drones without twin linked. 2 lethal hits. AP1, ignore cover.
Kills that guy.
Yep. And then that's 1 damage, 3 gun left from the sergeant. Misses.
Cool.
I think killing them is more important, so this guy will shoot. We'll use his 1-shot missiles.
Both of them? Yeah.
Yep. 1 hits. Strength 14.
14 will wound, yep. This is, in run 5 up. He saves it.
Fusion. Doesn't hit.
Wait, actually, where is this rule?
Hitting on
voice of command says officer models can issue orders.
1 AP1.
Specify the number of orders you can issue in a battle round.
He saves it.
Until this started your next command
So
phase, unit
we
selected is
did
affected by the
not
order, and so they're
charge.
specified, blah, blah, blah. You can't order the battle select units. Only Astra models gain the benefit of the order.
This guy cannot hit.
That's the
anywhere
entirety
else.
of the
Or
army
do
roll.
I can actually hit in these guys?
Yeah, I think you can get a line.
It's not in the balanced data slate,
Yep. So he will shoot everything into the Terminators.
and it's not in the
Yep,
faction
missiles
pack.
as well.
Yep.
Cool.
So hitting on force, missiles, fusion, hits, straight 9,
Hold up,
-1
Chad.
-1, so yeah, 4's here.
Does Astra actually issue orders end of phase? What if they just
Right.
deleted it from the faction
No,
pack and
because not
nobody
guiding.
noticed?
Yeah.
On 5 twin linked, nothing. Root will do action, Piranha will do action. This broadside will shoot us indirect into these Groot. 4 shots, hitting on force.
Nergomantin chat. What's up, my dude? How's it
0,
going?
You do get cover.
Cool. Save him. Making the save so far.
These guys advance, so they cannot.
I'm ready for 11th too.
No action.
I think everyone is. It goes to show you, I think, how sort of like mixed the reception of 10th edition has been. Because I don't remember everyone being this excited about 10th edition and the end of 9th edition.
I don't think I have anything else in range. Nope. Well, actually, let's go for it. This guy.
Aegis defense line and
shoot
guard.
into this with his indirect.
Dude, could you imagine? That'd be amazing.
3s will be hitting on force. Lethal.
Back to 5s because of stealth, or
Oh yeah. Yep. 1. AP 0, ignore and cover.
all good.
Yep. This guy is out of range as well.
Players already testing
yes.
it. It feels
that's
optimistic
fine.
to play test this far out, to be honest.
Nope.
Because we have no idea
I
like
will
exactly how
discard
any of those mechanics are going to work,
assassination,
and also
land.
like if
I
those
get
data sheets are going to stay the
5.
same, even.
Yep.
That's you.
Like I imagine that there will just
Cool.
be a 25-page
draw some
document of like
cards.
minor changes, and if your data sheet
Cover
says this, it
assets,
actually does
secure
Y.
as well. Okay.
Thank you for the follow, Fitch Gamer YT. Appreciate you,
I
bud.
don't think you left me anywhere interesting for my Terminators to pick up, so I think they're probably going to stay down. Yes, they will stay down. I don't think we need any doctrines either.
Name a list. You've run it. 6 rhinos, but
These
no
guys,
embarkable
it's
infantry units.
Pretty tight, actually.
Have you played that?
On here. Yeah, I'd have to basically be here. I don't know if it's any better from here. No, it's just worse. Okay.
Have you played one single Master of Possession and then you play like whatever 1900 and like 35 points down or something?
So this is terraformed and this is terraformed, correct?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. This is OC2. This is OC2. Do you have reactive moves? I can't remember.
Nope. Only the these guys move at the end of the fight phase.
Just twin lance, cool. And they go 6 if they're not in combat, right? So they can land on here.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, so you effectively get up here and then you can go up to 16 in your turn. And be all the way over here. That's okay. Cool. Right, so if I want to get 2 Zangors onto here, we move 8 from Magnus. Gets me up to here. I think a double.
This voice of command thing is sending me chat.
No.
I'm so confused.
Okay. So we could just try and advance, double move, and then terraform this one and ignore this. That probably makes more sense. He's going to run over here probably. Try and terraform on this, and then we just try and clean up all of this stuff. Carnivores might just be able to live to see another day, and that's fine. Cool. Right, recover is going to be likely these angles.
So assassination ditched for Freakmans.
Could also just ditch it. So we'll see how that
Recover
goes.
assets,
Cool.
secure no
I'm gonna
mans
start
for
by advancing these
Jaunty.
angles over here. I'm not doing any doctrines or anything. So none of my command phase stuff.
Awkward that he got the second incarnation of secure no mans. I mean, I guess
They
he
get
could grab
4.
center
They
with the
do reroll,
Secatar.
but I think I'm probably happy with them moving 12. so
Actually, I think it gets out OC'd by
take
the
that.
crew because it's only OC1 for whatever
Then-
reason. Womp.
And we're going to sit there to OC you on that point.
Nope.
And then we're going to just string them around.
So Zangor's pushing forward. The Pathfinder's on the top, behind the top ruin here. Do like they're going to be a little problematic.
It's probably fine.
It looks like Jaunty could play kind of cagey this turn. He may have the beef to clear at least the bottom objective and then contest the top. The downside is that these guys do have a pretty good sort of avenue of ingress.
Oh,
Scarabicall Terminators let you
and
not to
killing
unbuff a
these
crystal.
units, I cannot spend the 1 CP on this unit if you kill it.
It's
to
in
get
the
free
army rule?
hit rerolls.
Okay, cool.
So that's the index?
Yeah, you have OC2.
That's not the codex.
Actually doing a double move on these guys to just OC you and take you off of a 10 going into turn 2.
That you just
So we're
linked.
just going to set them up like that. And see
I do have the reactive move of these guys, of course.
Okay, so you can get both of them on here. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, do you fit both on here? I assume you do, right? Oh, this guy maybe not, actually.
No, that guy not.
So this is...
Oh, I see where it is, chat.
4 OC.
It has a separate paragraph now, actually.
You just tie you on here. Rather than
it's not. It changed. They changed where they posted it basically from the index into the codex.
That's fine. That doesn't change.
And it's its own separate clause. And I just was like glossing over it. No, we're good.
Fine. Cool.
We're good.
Yeah. That one.
It's in the same section where it says when they issue orders, which does mean that they can rapid ingress into issuing orders. Which is cool.
Probably
there you go.
Fly over here. I'm just going to check what your lines are. So this could go up to 16, so we can effectively get somewhere over here. So let's just draw a line. Say, let's be generous with it at least.
Yeah, I don't even think I have the Warhammer app installed, chat. It is unfortunately extremely not very useful.
No, I cannot see the through the terrain.
So I haven't looked.
Oh, you can't. Yeah, I can't get over it. Let's
inside
say
the
you
app
go.
itself.
Let's say you just go this way. And then
That's not
lines
possible.
like this. Yeah, let's just be a bit generous to do that. I think that's easy enough. And then
Yeah, the problem is that like
this way, so
all of my
you're actually not
interaction with
gonna get
Warhammer
enough
comes from
because
desktop
those angles
machines.
are gonna
So in
be
order
way,
to
which
run
is
the app, I'd have to
fine.
emulate
Means
it,
you're
which is
gonna
like a
end
pain
up-
in the ass. So I just don't use it. I
Yes.
assume that if I played in person more,
Very
I would use
difficult.
it, but it's sort of
That's
it's a
usually
hassle
come
because I'd have to
this
go to
way
a separate
somewhere,
device.
Probably. So let's do that.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Well, thanks for setting me straight, chat.
So we could effectively get all the way over here.
I appreciate that.
Line's going to be around here somewhere.
My head still hurts thinking about Commissar Yarrick, but it is what it is.
Cool. Right, and then all of these riptides could just come and see down here. So I think the Terminators don't need to peep out yet. We need to kill this, this, and this, and that's kind of it. I think it's going to be reasonable to do. So Terminators are just going to come up and touch this wall.
Yep.
Terminators touching the wall. I guess the assumption is that Terminators will kill anything that engages them. I think that's probably true. I would be worried about the Twin Lance, to be honest. Because I do wonder if one thing Jaunty could do is like end of phase, move the Twin Lance, charge and tag the Terminators. They do hit hard, but I
It's
don't know if they do
probably
all
try and fly
16
over
damage
here.
to the Twin Lance models.
Just work out if I want to try and get
And
into
then
those.
they're stuck in melee, so the Tau just gets to like run roughshod for a turn,
So I
which
think
is
we can
probably
use
worse than
Batrep
Twin
cover for
Lance.
CP.
We'll see.
If we get secure, we're not going to get secure.
Incoming Yar
here.
Extreme.
Just have 2.
I mean, he seems fine. Like, being able to order anything and situationally do it at 12 inches.
You want to get all 5 on here.
Does seem good.
We could spread
I think that
out.
he's certainly like worth including. We don't have points values yet, though, right? So like, who knows?
We might get secure over here.
They could drop him at like 135 or something, and then you're like, nah, I don't know.
Right, Magnus, just going to save him a sec.
But given that
and stage up here,
you are essentially only
goes 5 here.
Playing Grizzled Company these days, that
7. He's got 9 left. He's going to go here.
it's not like you're like crazy strapped for orders.
Cool.
You know what Warhammer Community did just really announce is that they are re-releasing all of their OG games from the 90s and early 2000s. Warhammer Fire Warrior, Chaos Gate, Dark Omen, Rites of War, and Final Liberation. Let's go. Final Liberation, the GOAT. Everyone go watch my Final Liberation video so you can prepare yourself. And don't put in a full battle company of Space Marines into a Thunderhawk. It's really dumb.
He's going to try and terraform, and hopefully we can kill you off of this.
Yeah, put the timer quick on me. I'm thinking about overwatching this. Because if I get lucky... Yeah, I have 2 SP. I'm gonna overwatch this one with the Pathfinders.
Yep.
They overcharge, 2 one of them die, 1 dies. After shooting.
Aggressive push from Magnus here.
9 shots.
I guess this does help clear a flank.
Balls.
It does look like he's relatively safe.
Do the damage
in this
tree
position
again
right
on
now,
the...
especially because Freakmans has very little in strat reserve. He could rock a broadside over here and take 1 shot.
1 save.
But I don't think that's worth it.
AP0.
All good.
Yep. Damage 3 gun. No. Drones with twin linked. Nothing without twin linked. 1 save.
Save.
Ready for a Fire Warrior remake?
Takes 1 damage.
Yeah, I keep wanting to play through Fire Warrior and then I like bounce off halfway through. Not gonna lie, chat.
Cool. Right.
That game does not age well. I think were I to do a Tyrannosaurus video on it, it would be harsh. I did play through Dawn of War 1 though. And I scripted like a lot of a video and I just haven't recorded it or edited it yet. It went into my pile of videos I have halfway done and haven't ever completed. Angry Joe played Dreadfleet? Yeah, I heard it was abysmal. When it came out a million fucking years ago.
That's fine.
That game's pushing 20, right? When did Dreadfleet come out?
Let's move these rubrics.
Like
so they're going
2013? It's like 12, 13 years old? 2011. It is 15.
Draw a line here.
Fuck me. OG, dude. That was right when Games Workshop was like in the process of just nuking Warhammer Fantasy from orbit. At least 8th edition Fantasy, which is like a shit show.
Yeah, I think we're going to use a flamer to this. But...
And then nobody wanted to play it anymore, and they were like, see, no one likes Warhammer Fantasy. Is it that we don't like Warhammer Fantasy, G-Dub? Or is it that you made a bad game? Yeah, it did end up turning into fodder for Vampire Coast stuff for sure, which is definitely...
they are within range of...
I mean, that's a legacy. Total Warhammer is...
I think we can get away with spending no CP here.
A true classic. Hopefully the 40k game isn't a disaster, but I imagine that it will be a disaster on release. We'll play it. I'll cross my fingers it'll run.
And your Vespids can. I'll be down in that's and strat reserves. Cool. Let's have a look at this. 9. Yeah, I think I'll leave this flamer back here.
Yep. I can hold a 2-inch line.
Nice one, thank you. Let's see, how do you want to go? Just here. Looks good.
Yep.
I don't think you fit Vespids in here, right?
I can check.
Don't fit
Might be able to,
Vespids
yeah,
in there?
quite
They
small.
definitely fit. That unit's tiny.
Yeah, I think I can. But
That's fine. Okay, let's see if we can nudge this guy back a little bit more. 1.7, 3 here. Might still be able to.
yeah,
I mean, I think at this
still think
point,
I can do it.
CA basically just owns Warhammer Fantasy.
See other
Games Workshop just takes their stuff for
Sorry, guy doesn't really change
for
too much.
Old World.
News-
Although they're doing their own stuff for Ind, right? They're working on Ind right now, and it's got like Tiger guys, which is sick. That stuff's cool as hell. I like that.
And that shootout, and we'll go here.
It's nice that
That's
Warhammer, like OG
don't
Warhammer
listen
Fantasy
anymore.
is or Old World, I guess, is successful enough to
Okay, that looks fine. Hopefully we have the output there.
to
Put that to Doom
allow
Boy,
for an expansion of the IP.
see what he does there, and then we have.
I
his
think that we do have to
blast
push
and
the
his-
Zangor
yeah,
back
should
a
be
little
okay.
bit to fully screen the
how it
back line
goes.
here. I guess like maybe the idea is that we could overwatch the Vespid on the
Do we
subsequent
want
turn, but
Termies? I guess we could have them. Shoot.
Grand Coven's so strapped for command points. I don't know if that's something you really want to
Both
do.
the Soul Reapers, yeah. That's cool. That should help us there a little bit. Cool. Alright, I think that's kind of as much as we want to do movement-wise. Let's just check we haven't left any gaps for anything. But no, that looks good. Yeah, here is definitely enough for you to Vespids, so we'll go here. Okay, screen that out, cool. Looks good. Yep. Alright, I think we're good to go into the spellcasting bit. Just make sure I have left a line here to cast into these guys. Let's see. This sorcerer probably can. Yeah, this way. That's fine, and then Magnus can do bolt there. Reroll hits here. Or here. No invuln on the Piranha or the Pathfinders?
Nope.
Is that right? Cool. Okay.
No games for me today, chat. No, I think my streaming time is going to be extremely limited, at least through Wednesday. Just because of IRL obligations I need to complete.
Myself off of it. Magnus is sorry. This sorcerer is going to cast a double move into these Zangors.
Yep. Are you within 24? The unit needs to be within 24, right? So that should be fine.
Yeah, I think even to the visible dude I am. Let's see. Yeah. Cool.
I don't believe that.
So yeah, we'll roll the first two.
The
get a double 1.
Because the
CP
spell is an ability, you do not need to trace
anyway.
line of sight and range to the same model in a unit.
Or yeah, so we're going to spend a CP here to reroll that.
Yep.
Not the case, of course, for
goes up to a 6. We still take mortals. They'll move D6
attacks, but it is the case for abilities.
Let's see how that goes. We'll do our mortals first.
Yep.
3. Ouch. So we'll just kill this guy.
Yep.
Take a wound on this one here.
Yep.
Right, and then over here, 2. That is a shame.
Yeah.
So you're getting your primary, that's just going to have to be fine. We'll still take the 2-inch move this way a bit.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, we'll just sit like that. Keep 3 OC on that point.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay. Magnus is going to Doombolt this piranha here.
Yep.
It's an 8 up to a 10. Roll the third one, just so that we can guarantee kill it here. So it is dead. Magnus is going to have to take some mortals as well.
Ouch.
He's going to take...
You hate to take the hit on Magnus early.
I will
Yikes.
spend 1 CP to get full hit rerolls on Magnus.
Does that
You
work?
can you do it from spells as well?
Just after unit destroyed.
Unit destroyed. Okay, cool.
I don't know if that works, chat.
That's fine. That was going to be coming at some point in this phase anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't change.
You're
too
not
much.
gonna not kill with Magnus. I mean,
Yes, that is very true. Yeah. Okay, so that's fine. And then we want to go for reroll hits into one of these two, an extra AP into the other one.
It's the enemy unit that destroyed your unit. Maybe that works.
Both 4-ups. We'll go for a reroll hits into the piranha.
I guess it was destroyed by the army
sorcerer.
ability.
Yep.
Could pinpoint counteroffensive off an
we will
explosion.
third
Chat.
one.
It wouldn't do anything, but you could do it.
Just
Kinda
reroll
cute.
ones, which is probably fine. And then Magnus is going to put extra AP into the Pathfinders.
Yep.
10 up to a 12, so they'll be at that.
2 right?
Yes, +2.
I think the thing that doesn't work is when you grenade, right?
Cool.
Because
Okay,
then you're dealing
then we can
damage
start
from a
shooting.
stratagem
So
rather than an ability, so it's not sourced on the datasheet.
let's go with these 3 sorcerers.
that
3
can-
rubrics are going to go into your Pathfinders.
That can brick
Sorcerer is
pinpoint
going to do his once per
counteroffensive, I
game thing.
believe.
And yeah, let's start with him. So he'll be up to 9 attacks on 3s, rerolling 1s. You're not stealth or anything here, are you?
Nope.
That's going to be
Wait
1
1 second.
lethal.
How do you
sorry.
shoot the sorcerer in the piranhas and the rest of the guns?
Everything's into the Pathfinder, sir.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So we get 1 lethal sus 3, and then this is going to be on 2s rerolling. So that's going to be 8 saves, AP 3, but doesn't ignore cover. So you'll be
Wasn't,
6 ups.
Yeah, 6 ups. 7 die.
Cool. And we'll go for the Soul Reaper.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
2 misses, no lethals. And then on 2s rolling with devs, 2 devs, and 3 at AP2. AP4 ignore cover. So I think that gets the unit. Yep, cool. Right, Magnus is going to put everything into the piranha then.
Mm-hmm.
So he is going to be 3d3.
Just don't flub here, Magnus. That would be
Sorry, I was
embarrassing.
not rerolling hit rolls of 1 there. That's my bad. I messed that up. I did that as I was shooting into them. I shouldn't have been rerolling hit rolls of 1. Let me see if it mattered.
I don't think so.
We didn't get any on the Soul Reaper, and I think the 1 went straight back into 1 on the Sorcerer, if I remember correctly. Sorry, that's my bad. I completely messed that up.
No worries. I think it was the wound roll as well that you rerolled.
The wound roll I always reroll here because of the objective.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. And you still had this guy left, the aspiring sorcerer left, so you'd have taken that unit, no problems.
Cool. Yeah, sorry, that was my bad. I forgot what I allocated to there.
No worries.
So back to Magnus here. So we'll go for his 3d3 gun first. He gets big 7 shots. And then he is rerolling 1s, so 2's rerolling 1s. And then you are T7, so it's going to be 3s with devs. Not great. 2 AP. What's the AP2?
1 goes through.
3 damage.
Yep.
And then the d6 plus 3. Seven on twos, roll on ones. And then your T7, yeah, so 5s. 3 AP, 1 ignore cover.
Takes 2.
Takes 4.
Yep.
2 damage each on this one, yeah. Kills
Yeah,
him,
yeah, exactly. At the, yep. Does he explode? He does not.
Okay, just about did it. I suppose you had these guys as well. I forgot about them. So yeah, I guess we were okay. Cool. So yeah, he's going to terraform on here. These are going to recover. These are going to recover. These can't do anything. And yeah, that's going to be that. I think that's my turn.
Yep,
So
and on
we'll
5
get.
phase, I will put these guys on the objectives as well.
Yep.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, that'll just see there. Yeah, that's a point. Should have
Wait,
brought
I
them this
think
way.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, wait, I think I can only take one guy on this objective. Oh, let's put him like this.
Yeah, I managed to
Oh,
forget
great
about
move.
that again after you told me. Probably
Yeah,
should have
it's a good thing
shuffled
they
this
nerfed them because it's such a big gotcha all the time.
Yeah, yeah,
feels
no.
like feels bad to play them.
So that contests the
That's a
mid.
shame. Yeah, I
So
forgot about that. Okay.
John
That's
T
all good.
only gets the 1
So
for
we'll
secure.
only 2 on secure then.
Yep.
And Tau players will say
Yeah, we'll
these
cover
guys
that,
were
that's
fine,
gonna be my
chat.
turn.
Everything's okay. This
At the
mechanic
end,
was
I will pick
totally
these
all
guys up.
right.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yep.
needed.
Back on me. Yep.
I think ideally one more
Um,
Zangor there, probably.
So I get sabotage and bring it down. I think I do score 12 because I hold this one, and my home objective.
Yep.
Yep. Sabotage and bring it down. Okay. There's no way.
So be curious to see if this
Just
broadside
1
comes in this
second. I
turn.
will,
I'm a little
do you
bit
mind if
worried
I put down
about the
tokens
position of
here
these
so we know that
Pathfinders
once
over
per game
here.
are still on them?
Yeah, all good.
They have a lot of opportunity to clear out these utility units. We could potentially knock
So
the
if I
Zangors in
move
the back over
here-
here, whereas the stuff in the front knocks the Zangors in the center. The other benefit that you get from the Twin Lance, obviously, is that they're going to be able to shoot, get their full activation, and then hop back behind the wall there.
Test anywhere. Don't think so. No. 1 speed. Bring it down. Sabotage. You're +2 movement on him.
Sorry, I need to. Yeah, I'll remain in +2 movement. Sorry, I forgot to do that again. But yeah, he'll stay in there.
Yep. You only changed it in your command phase, right? You cannot do
I
it
changed
in
at the start of the battle round, so I should have said it before you drew cards and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah. You're staying in +2 movement. Okay.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. So you can move. Then another 6 all the way there. You have 1 CP, 2 CP. Okay. That's a lot. That's a lot. And I have sabotage and bring it down. Okay. I guess they can sabotage. Let me check. Action. And then just killing stuff, I guess. Can I throw a grenade and still do an action?
I can't
Right.
remember how that works.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
As long as you, because you haven't, attacked yet. You can do both.
Yep. I only need one guy on here. And what's that? 12 of flamers. I guess put 2 guys. Yeah, one's enough. Okay, safe position on Magnus. Then 6. So I need a unit there, sort of.
Yeah, Farsight getting a permanent +1 to wound would be great for sure. There's a lot of characters that I think are going to be changed quite a bit by the new leader if the rules that they're implementing. I do wonder if we end up getting like mass character builds where there are characters that are just just points efficient for cost, and they're built around a leader ability.
So basically, like
that then they'll just like get permanently, but we'll see. Farsight feels weird though because like a melee commander is not really something that you typically want in Tau. And then he also has less shooting than any other commander. So he just ends up feeling underpowered comparatively. He's like, I shoot 2 plasma guns, and you look at the camera pans to a cold star with 3 guns and a high capacity burst or high output burst and a bunch of drones, and you're like, all right, man. Calm down.
Yes, because safe position again. He can move. Then 6. So you cannot get an angle anywhere here. If you have to go, or else go all the way there.
Yep.
And then that's that line. Okay. So they probably want to throw a grenade this way and then do action.
Belial's just gonna be dramatically improved.
Token here, just
I mean, honestly, like a way to fix the characters whose data sheets are trash is just give them their abilities when not leading a unit. Unironically, Treason, the previous worst character ever, might be good if he just gets his ability all the time.
7.
He's just a little old man whose objective secured. Fucking sick, dude. I'll play the obsec old man, and they'll teleport around. And then you just make them individually cheap, and then you're like good to go. That might be okay.
All the way there. Otherwise, you could just charge me.
So Freakman's trying really hard to block Magnus's movement here to prevent him from getting up into the Riptides. Awkwardly, Magnus does not do very much damage to a Riptide on average. At least with his melee attack. I think he averages 6, maybe? 9 on a good day. On a good day, he might half kill a Riptide. Basically hands them 5 wounds. One of them might be devastating. And then they just get a 4+ save against them. It's not ideal. It's interesting how much worse Magnus feels
9.
Now that he
and 7
doesn't permanently hit and wound on
twos
there,
all the time. You can somewhere there.
In melee anyway. His previous index Magnus used to get +1 to hit and wound on all his psychic attacks, which was cool.
So if this guy stands somewhere there.
Shoo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, bud. Welcome in.
I don't think I want to go for Magnus this turn. But I probably do want to go there. 20. If I just go this way, I kind of move block you there still.
First mini he painted was Belial. Unfortunate. Well, You know, they always say like the first miniature, like your best painted miniature always dies first. Fortunately, Belial can dodge that. He's actually invincible because you can't destroy a model if it is never on the table. So it was actually really heads up from him. He knew what was going on.
Once. For 2 more, that's 9.
I wouldn't be surprised to see these guys push to the to try to kill this Zangor unit. That would be a great pickup.
Wait, these guys can shoot this way. I think these guys trying to shoot there. These guys want to shoot there. They want to be able to be standing there. Yes. Is there anything? Drag on this, which is annoying. But then again, if I move this guy here, you cannot charge him. I do believe this guy has to come down here to stop Magnus. From getting my Finlands. And that will be a 5. Some 9 charge. Somewhere. Can go all the way there. Yep. Okay, these guys can rotate a bit to gain some extra line of sight. These guys can all see this, except this. These guys need to come down this way anyway to stop you from getting into my backfield. 6-inch there. I think I need this. Is there any way for me to get sabotage anywhere else? Maybe with just these guys. If I put them there. There is a line there. Can I get the extra movement here? To give one guy not shooting. Like this. So this guy cannot shoot, and the rest can into them.
Yep.
And then, I don't think your Demon Prince can fit here.
Nope.
I think not, right?
No, it doesn't look like it.
So more like this. Yep. So you cannot go there. These guys can go themselves. These guys can go in this. So they do an action. Overkill them all.
Sabotage and bring it down are getting worked out right now. Looks like we're gonna try to
these guys shoot
sabo
first, I
the
guess.
top left with the stealth
And this
suits.
guy can shoot there as well if he wants to. Yep. Put these guys 1 inch off the wall.
Hmm?
6-inch bubble. Well, if you want to go after a hammerhead, that's fine. Yes. Do I want to shoot this? I mean, is there a line of sight? I think there is.
Yep.
All the way back, so I could do that because you could stand there, and then you have to spend CP probably. So safe position on this hammerhead. I think you can move like this, and this guy just needs to stand there. Well, just because I can. Like this, so they can guide into them as well.
Yep.
Okay, beginning of shooting.
If you just switch over to me a sec, I'll just have a think about rapid.
Yep.
It looks like something cool. Yeah, let's have a look. Here doesn't really do anything for me. And here isn't getting me any closer to the twin lance. This is gonna all be screened out. I can drop maybe here. Yeah. It's nothing really. Some shots this way. That's about it.
Oh shit. This Riptide, do you mind if I, before you wrap ingress, do you mind if I still move this guy?
Yeah, go for it.
I forget about him. Because they need to move 6. And this guy, 6 as well. So he wants to stand more like this. Don't make it too easy for him to show that. Just like this. Yep. So, back to you.
Yeah, I think we're gonna hold off. Wouldn't mind having him here. What's shooting him down this way? Pathfinders. I guess that's it. If I stay off the line from the Piranha. Pathfinders is still a fair few shots. Could do more damage than I like. Yeah, we're gonna leave it for a turn and pass it back over.
Yep. These guys are gonna observe these guys and these guys. They will throw a grenade into the robot.
Yep.
3 wounds, so he
Yeah, I'll get 'em.
dies. Then they do the action. So,
That's a nice pickup there. Robot's worth a bringing down.
These guys will guide into them. This Riptide will shoot everything into them. And overcharging.
Yep.
30, I think that's range over everything, right? Yeah. Yep. Overcharging, does he take damage? He does not. 6 shots, hitting on 3s, 3 vulnerable ones. No. 1 lethal, on 2s, 3 saves on your invuln on these guys.
X3. It's gonna be him. And him.
Yep. These guys gonna guide into this.
Yep.
And not overcharging. Should be in range of everything, right? Yeah. Except this one. Everything shooting in Zangors.
Yep.
Not overcharging.
Go
hitting
top
on
down here to try to
force.
dodge some of the circle apocalypse that's currently happening.
Strength 7.
Downside
so
is that once we get that
threes.
6-inch deep strike, Aether
1, 2.
Striding, Winged Demon Prince on there, it does
Yep.
incentivize everyone to
It can just be this guy.
place
back.
circles, a million billion circles
And
everywhere.
doing the damage 3, strength 6 stuff on him. One guy not shooting with the pulse. Trees. Strength 5, so on trees again. 9 saves, ignore and cover.
Take 8, so there's 1 left.
Yep. Drone Switzerland linked.
Ugh.
Lethal.
That's an unfortunate
3 more
loss.
saves, AP0, ignore cover.
So I liked that position for the Pathfinders. I guess I don't really know how Jonty dodges that without just keeping his Zangors back there, but losing that unit without really getting any benefit from it is huge. And then he's going to lose a second Zangor unit
these
here as well.
guys will guide into them.
Even without
stuff.
any...
Yep.
But these guys are except 2 pulse.
the downside here is that he's about to lose a bunch of utility
so
without
that's
really
10
getting
pulse
too much
shots.
reciprocation. He did get
Not
the piranhas, I
overcharging.
guess, but that's only a little bit. Those things are cheap.
3 saves, AP0, ignore and cover.
There's 3. This is these angles in the middle, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Now the ions on 4s and on 3s. 3 AP0, AP1, ignore and cover.
Takes 2.
Yep. Drone shots with twin linked. Twin linked. 3 more saves, AP0, ignore cover.
2 more.
Yep. Drone shots without twin linked. 1. AP0, ignore and cover.
Yep, 2 left.
And the
My
grenades.
co-commentator's here. She has a lot
AP1,
to say
cover.
about the Tau matchup right now.
Cool. Just 1 left.
Yes. I guess these guys just shoot into this guy, then they're gone, and then they move back this way.
Mhm.
Do you want to roll me for it?
No, that's fine. He's very dead.
Yep. So they move back this way. Oh, they die. Oh, die, I mean, they're gone. That's the fight phase, and they do action. So I have 3 terraform. They are sabotaging. Which gives me. Do I want to do anything else? No, right? Nope. Nope. Which gives me 3 more points.
Cool.
Discard, bring it down. 1 CP. Oh shit. I will take 1 down because I think I down ticked this one. So I think if I discard, I go to 2
back to
speed.
2. Yes, yeah, that's right.
Sabotage in action, and that's back to you.
Cool.
There's a nice turn there
Plus
from
2,
Freak.
yeah, we'll drop
Basically
cards,
just
friends.
sandpapering down
Behind and engage.
the
Okay.
front line.
Behind's certainly not happening. Termies don't
That
really
said,
need to pick up.
Does he obsect that objective?
And like you said, this is a long charge over here. So that's, yeah. He goes here, and then he has to go 4.
I guess he does have the opportunity for Twin Lance to get there.
So I guess 8.
So he does.
Yep.
He has threatening control of either of the 2 in the midboard.
Okay.
He's able to knock down Jonty's control of the side. Unfortunately, it's going to take at least
does
one
he
more
get any
turn,
shots into anything
maybe
this way?
2,
I think no.
for the 1,000 Suns
Don't
to
think he
kill the
sticks
town
out
utility
far enough,
units.
Doesn't look like it, so it's not great. We go for that.
Before they're
So
able
we'll
to
just
really
do that for
come back in
turn.
a big way.
Yeah. 4 OC on there if you want to. That's going to have to be fine. Yeah, okay. Cool. Looks like it's going to be a late game when we start using our doctrines. I think we leave it for another turn. Yeah. You could go extra range. I don't think we get much out of that. Yeah, no doctrines this turn.
You get 4 points for your home objective.
Yes, yeah.
Before we forget. Engage.
Cool.
And build, yep.
Oh, the marks are
Engage and
must be
behind. 3
terraforms.
table quarters. It's going to be just 1 point.
So
on
that
that.
primary
That's
score is
the
going to
big
tick up
thing.
pretty
What we
quickly.
sat on
Downside is that
CP.
1,000 Suns don't have a lot of utility
Just
units
get rid of
to
behind.
unterraform.
Yeah.
But that is a
So we're
benefit
gonna
of
go
going
sort of
first in
behind
this
for
mission,
CP,
especially with lots of
and
forward
draw a new one.
operators.
We need to battle shock over here before we do that though, so we'll do that. They are fine on a 6.
Nope.
I think that's the only one. So, yep, looks good. Cool. Yeah, you measured that, so there's no 6-inch drop there. So yeah, no double move shenanigans onto that point. And you just out OC me anyway, so that doesn't matter too much. Cool. Okay. Yeah, let's get rid of behind. And draw a new one.
Yep.
Assassination. Okay. Doesn't help me very much. Cool. And we have that. They can drop in. Yeah. Cool. So Magnus just sees these here without needing to move. You can maybe make that line a bit tighter, potentially. I think we're probably going to bring these over this way as well. We're going to make 5. This is going to run up here. Blast some stuff over here. I think we're going to drop in a squad of rubrics somewhere over here. These are going to double move up there. Cool. Okay. Let's save these.
I do wonder if there's a line that could be gotten to the Kroot without exposing too much. This Kroot in the center, maybe on this side of the structure, that would force either this line be crossed or force a move to this position, which would be difficult for these guys to get to. Not impossible, but at least make them work for it.
Yeah. Let's put them there. I think we want to expose them too much. I'm just going to move over this way. Right, our rhino's going to come out. That's it. Yeah, and then we've got 9. You have 4 OC on there. Okay, so we're going to sit, when we disembark, we're probably just going to sit 3 OC on there, so we get rerolls into you. Do have these, but this time you can only get 1 on. Yeah, I think. Is that right? Can you get both of these on, or is it just 1?
I think 1. This guy, yeah.
We're considering a push
One.
from the rubric
So
squads
only
here.
3 OC on there. So that's cool.
And the Piranha standing in the way now, I think.
Yes,
Can
yeah,
you-
assuming I've killed the piranha by the end of the turn. Right.
Yep. And if you do not
Oh,
kill
you
it,
want me to? Oh,
no,
yeah, 'cause
no,
that does work,
yeah.
yeah.
So if he survives, I can get to OC4, I think, because I can shove him in like this.
Yes, yeah, I think that's fine. Cool. They're gonna have the terraform there. I mean, it's a shame our rhino couldn't quite get. Does he get that with an 8?
Despeligue Rapido. Thank you for the
Ooh,
raid.
this is
33
tight.
people. Welcome in. How's it going?
I think he just about gets on here with an 8.
We're about heading mid-game here in this
yeah.
T5S2 finals or pod finals.
Yes, he can.
Thousand Suns versus Tau Empire. It is pre-nerfed Twin Lance in play right now because this game was originally scheduled for a while ago and was delayed.
Going to be winding you on.
But so far, players are just skirmishing. Tau are up early,
The sorcerer.
but about to lose most of their Pathfinders and
So
Kroot.
they take you off for 2 of your terraforms.
They did
obviously,
kill
fly
all of
away,
the
so you
Zangors
definitely
as
got
well
those at
as
the end of the turn. There's nothing I can do about that.
a couple of Rubric Marines on the previous turn. But we still have a full Scarabacol Terminator unit,
Fly away too much on primaries.
almost full health Magnus, and 3 bricks of Rubrics with
These,
friends,
just
plus a
need to
Demon
set
Prince
up
coming out of
Magnus
reserve
to
this
be
coming
within
turn
6, which is
for
gonna be like here.
Thousand Suns. Hope everyone had a good stream over there. Let me know what you guys are doing.
Okay, let's save him and see how much this changes. He goes sightlines into him in the next turn. So if he goes, it's going to be difficult to stop everything shooting him, but I think if it's just 1 Riptide, I can.
What do you want to do with him? You want to see the Rhino?
Trying to get him within 6 of these so they can move 8 onto this point without having to double move.
Because
And
I
then
think
I just want to stay off of these sightlines as best I can.
yeah, if you move him like this, I don't think I'm gonna see him with anything meaningful.
I suppose you always could get this up here. But that's just unavoidable.
Yeah,
Depends
exactly.
what you go. It's auto 6, and then you go here, but that's fine. If it's just 1 Riptide, I think I can be okay with that.
Yeah. Because if you place him like this, then maybe even this Hammerhead can see.
If he goes like this,
No, if you put this guy, you put him in first.
oh, so they'll get slammed on her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I will-
Yeah. I think this works. Cool. So they're gonna move up just here.
Yep.
You might as well just screen for us. Okay. And then we need another squad. Yeah, this is annoying, but there's only so much I can do about
The
that.
unfortunate thing here is that neither of these activations, Magnus or
I
the
guess if you drop back
unit,
here,
are going to one-shot that Kroot squad.
It is. Doesn't matter that much.
And either one that
Rapid
shoots
back here,
first, or if
though,
there's a
eventually
Doombolt that goes in there
Magnus
first,
will be
they're just going to pull out a line of sight of the other
which would
one.
be a little bit annoying. I don't think he kills it through. Maybe that and a Riptide, though. Yeah, okay. We'll see how that goes. Got them shooting there, them shooting there. To get away with just Magnus shooting there. If these guys can clean up here. Okay. I think these are fine how they are. That's fine. Cool. So it's just working out where I want to drop things in. Yeah, nothing I can do about you getting this point, unfortunately. That's just is what it is. We need to disembark these guys as well, don't we? So let's do that.
The time was on pause. It seems like it's time's back on you running.
Oh, it was paused? Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
I don't think I pressed anything, but maybe I did and didn't realise.
Maybe Travi did.
I think so. We want to have, we want to just have two.
Not me.
What does a 3
It can't happen. Oh, it was when they moved
That
the
doesn't matter
Rhino, I
actually. So
think.
yeah, we can actually solve
It
that
can
problem,
happen
'cause
with
even
the
this
if you
does
tried to
survive
use
and
the
you get the
vehicle
OC here,
disembarkation
we'll still get
hotkeys.
rerolls because that'll key off different timing of when that moves, so that's fine. Because you'll still technically hold this going into my shooting phase if we only put 3 OC on it now, so that should be okay.
This is going to be a dear price for a.
And then you'll go up
unit of
to
Rubric Marines.
5 if all of that lives, but we'll be on 5, so yeah.
Skit System, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Always feels bad to put a 200 plus unit of Rubric Marines or point unit of Rubric Marines down to clear like a utility unit. But sometimes you have to do that.
Yeah. Cool. Right, do we want to drop a squad back here? Not really. But I think we're going to do it like this.
Vitals,
So
thank you for the follow as well. Welcome in.
this is our line here. And we're going to set up.
Yep. Keep an eye on the range. 24, right. Yep.
Yeah, so they might need to move forwards a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Just try and stay off of this. I don't know how much it matters, but yeah, go here. I want to try and keep the line as tight as possible. What's that at the moment? 24.3. So he just needs to go like.
Yep, you're fine,
here.
you're fine. Yep.
Perfect. So they'll go there. That's going to hopefully drop this back.
Guys, yep.
I'm stopping you from dropping in here. It's just a broadside. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay with that. Yes,
Yep.
This is basically what we're going for. Push them up as much as we can this way.
Yep.
Ooh. That all looks okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Did you want a rapid?
Nope.
Cool. Let's do some spells. So this is going to double move. I think that's the first thing we want to do. Yeah, we'll double move the Rhino. We'll do that with Magnus. That's a 5, goes up to a 7. So we're a D6. We're just going to roll it.
Nope.
That's 4.
Off.
It's just going to sit right there. Pretty simple. Yeah, unless I want to move him, I forgot. 3 point. Nah, nothing too interesting to do. We'll move him a bit further up. But there you go. Cool. And then extra AP is wanted here. So this sorcerer is going to cast an extra AP into the Piranha.
Mm-hmm.
6, and we'll roll the third one. Oh, my game's just frozen. There we go. So we get extra 1 AP, which is fine. We do take some mortals.
Vitals, thanks for the kind words. Glad to hear that the videos are helping out.
Just one. Should we go?
Space Wolves are a little bit on the struggle bus right now. Definitely not as bad as some factions,
then
but
we're going to put a reroll hit into the
they're having a tough
here.
time. But fortunately, about the thing with any Space Marine chapter is that you can
we'll go for 4 rerolls.
You can bust out the compliant stuff,
which we do get,
and use all the
we
same
take some
models if
mortals,
things
so
get
one Flamer's Diet,
too tough.
and wound switches over. But we get 4 hit rerolls in there now. Cool. That's done. Alright, Doombolt. Nowhere super interesting to do that. Probably into these Pathfinders from Magnus is the only place.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think it changes things too much there. Yeah, let's roll that. And 8's just going to be D3, which is goes up to 10 because of Magnus, but yeah, still just D3, which is fine. Just kills 1 Pathfinder.
Yep. I'm just gonna.
Cool. Okay, we'll start shooting.
These guys are -1 to hit.
-1 to hit. Oh yeah, that's stealth. Okay, cool. Let's leave them for a sec. Let's deal with the other things. So that's going to terraform all of our rubrics into the Piranha then. So Sorcerer's doing his once per game thing. We'll start with him. 9 attacks. Rerolling hits. That's really nice. That's going to be 3, 6, 9, 12 unsustained.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is going to wound you on 3s rerolling. 16 saves, AP2. I think that gets him.
Yep. Does he explode? Yep. He does not.
Cool.
Gonna spend 1 CP here for full hit rerolls on this squad.
Yep.
Terraforming here for this guy.
Yeah, terraforming there. And then the Terminators are going to shoot at the Pathfinders, I think, next.
Yep.
It's not going to be great. They're hitting on 3s because the guy couldn't get visible to them. Magnus has a line all the way up to like this one, so I think that's probably fine. Yeah, Terminator's shooting in there now. Rapid fire should be fine. Yep, all in rapid fire. So we have 12 bolter shots, 12 Saw Reaper shots, 4 missile shots. We'll start with the bolters. 3s. 1 lethal. And then on 3s. That's 4 AP2. You have cover though.
Yep. They all get cover. So 5 ups. Yep. 3 die.
Cool. And then we have Soul Reapers. 1 lethal, and then wounded you on 2s with devs. 7 more. Oh, same thing again. Oh.
5 ups. 5 die.
Cool. And then missile racks, it's going to be 4.
Yep.
2 lethals. Yeah, 3 more. 5 ups.
Oh. Die.
Cool. Okay. That's that bit done. Right, and then it's just what do I think is going to do more damage into these, and it's probably going to be the sorcerers rather than Magnus. So yeah, this unit's going to shoot in here. He's also going to use us once per game. So 9 attacks.
Got a very important call from a solar panel company,
4s.
Chance.
1 lethal plus 3, and then on 2s rolling everything.
Lovely person on the other end who was shocked
7
that
saves,
I didn't want to take their
AP1,
call.
you have cover, so when you're 6
like,
up.
we're offering you free solar
Yep.
panels.
6s.
I was like, I don't own any property. Where the fuck would I put free solar
7
panels?
die.
Incredible. What is conversation?
That's
Three.
sorry per on 4s. 1 lethal. So that's 1 dead, and then on a 2.
I gotta get back in the
rolling,
habit
that'll
of
be
not
2
picking
dead.
up my phone. It saves myself
Yep.
and a lot of other people a lot of time.
I think so. Yep.
And then the anti-infantry go on.
Points on it.
1 hit. Does wound on a 3, I think. You're T3, aren't you? Yeah, so that'll go straight through AP3, ignore cover.
Yep. They die.
Very nicely clips the Crute.
Okay, terraforming
Gotta
here.
call it, ask if you want to
terraforming
ask for
here.
new windows. Yeah,
Um,
it's wild. They just, I think, assume that whatever your listed address
Yeah,
is,
I think that's
you're the owner,
probably it for that turn.
which is pretty crazy.
We'll just get 1 on
Yep.
engage.
End of the fight
Yes.
phase. These
Yes,
guys
yep.
will move this way.
Cheeky grab with the twin lance there.
Like this.
Cool, and
Downside
yeah, I think we're just gonna
here
get
of
rid
this
of
board state is
assassination.
it. I mean, it's kind of
they're just so
downside
hard
of
to kill.
Thousand Sons in general, but they have to
If you want to hide them,
push
you will.
their
I think
rubric
that'll be fine.
marines
I'd
to
rather have the
kill the utility stuff in the center. They did have enough
I've got
activations
some
to
End of the
de-terraform 2 of the objectives in the middle, so
pick up
the
Vespid.
victory
I
point
get
bleed is
1.
going to
I
be
score 3 on sabotage.
Yep.
marginalized,
Yep.
but they're about to
You
lose
get 1 for that. Yep.
their rubrics in the center, which is unfortunate.
Okay. Yep. To me.
There's still a rubric marine unit in.
I get
Or I guess,
Right,
I
Madness
think
will
the rubrics
go
came out of
-1 damage
reserve,
now.
so it's still just the demon prince.
Yep. Let's put down the token so I don't forget as well.
But the problem is that it's feeling like
I am
Shanti's going to have to full send this coming
Display
turn, but
record.
isn't going to have enough to survive long enough for that to make a huge difference.
I get 2 objectives.
Yep.
They can also shooting this way. These guys are sort of fine. These flamers are nasty. Leave this guy here. And he is within 30. Yeah. So we can shoot them off objective. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm probably gonna kill 1 guy. You only have this, and so if I kill this, and you only have Magnus and this brick left. Save positions on them. Then, and that's a 4-inch charge.
Yep.
And they can.
So here's the attempted engage
That's the
onto
character
the
as well.
Terminators.
So they can both just shoot into
Again,
them.
the Terminators will get locked in if they can't pull themselves out of
I
melee
only
here.
need a line of sight on him. Like this. I don't want you deep striking on him as well.
Have these moved there, or are you just pre-measuring it?
I'm thinking they move 10, right? 4 in charge. Yep, they move there. Do you want Overwatch?
I probably will. I mean, it leaves you so free to do what you like over here. Is Vespid fire and fade? No, they just They just pay
No,
up,
just
don't they? That's their thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to take an Overwatch here with the rubrics.
Yep.
We'll see what they can do. Start with the Sorcerer. Nothing. Soul Reaper. Nothing. Ouch. Aspiring Sorcerer. That's 1 lethal. AP3.
Oh,
They could win.
takes 1.
And then it's just 2 Flamers because 1 died. 12. On 5s, reroll 1s. 4 AP1.
Takes 1.
Go. Down to 3.
Okay. In that case, I should kill these guys. Save positions on them real quick. Uh, 7. 7. Like this. 7. 7. Like this. Wait, what I'm doing. Like this. They will guide and do action.
Mhm.
I get 4 hit balls into them. I wanted it. And this hammerhead. I want to be able to shoot him this way. So he just can stand like this. And 6. Okay, that's just that is what it is. Okay. I think I need a line of sight there. Safe position on this riptide. A bit like this. So I deny something there. They may not, they need to do an action, so they cannot advance. And they need to guide as well. And no action. And I have lost P as well. They can advance this around 3, right? Yeah. Advance.
Oh, timer was still on me. Oops.
4, so it's 12. Need this one, the 12, that's all the way there. Like this, so they could guide. These guys would guide into them. They need to die. These guys could guide this way and do this. Yes. So they could shoot here and charge. This Riptide could first shoot this. This Hammerhead can shoot this guy. Just to make, as he is seeing him right. Let's make sure to move him a bit like this and like this.
What's the shooting? Sorry, the Rhino.
A Rhino, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Beam, right. Oh wait, there's a line here. 1 second.
Yeah, we got loads of lines on.
Yeah, let's clear. Do you mind if clear
Yeah.
all lines?
Yeah, go for it.
Yep,
Yeah,
thanks.
think I'll do it.
And I think that's the line. So he just needs to move up a bit more like this. Like this.
Yeah, that's good to me.
Yep. And then we need 12 inches somewhere there. I'm not putting these guys down, but just to make sure I can. Somewhere there. This Riptide.
The line's gone for you because they're still showing up for me.
The lines are gone, but the bubbles are not.
I'm going to try on my end because they haven't. There we go. Cool.
This can shoot this way. Right there. Right this way.
Yes. There we go.
Yeah, perfect. So they should be able to do the action.
That's much better. Looks much nicer now.
Throw a grenade. Yep, shoot, charge, Riptide, shoot, Hammerhead. I think just to make sure, this broadside is gonna stand there.
Mhm.
So you can see the Rhino and this whole squad.
Yep.
And you can move 14 now. That's 12 inch. I mean, yeah, just show them up a bit, I guess, because I cannot do this. And I do want to recover. Oh, they advanced. Yeah, they can do recover. And I guess if I put this guy counts for other stuff as well. I want him to be able to stand there next turn. Five. And if I want to, he can do action as well. Recover. They can do terraform. Shoot here. Recover and display. What brings me to display will be 4. Recover 3. Yeah. Okay. That should be enough. This guy probably not. Save Magnus again. Because this time again it's gonna be 9 and 5, so you're not going this way. And this way is 10 and then 4. Like this. Will be a long charge. So if I just play this like this. blame him some cover. And you cannot charge with Magnus.
Mhm.
Like this. And I have the Riptide shooting there as well, should be. It's like this. So though I have line of sight on all these rubrics. Oh, this is the character, right? So I only need line of sight on him.
Yep.
Which I do. If I just place him like this. So you cannot charge him either. And then next turn, it's a bit harder to do. Should have saved him. Wait 1 second. He was standing there, right? So this guy was there. Beginning of the turn, and this guy was up to him. Safe position on Riptides. So if I place him like this, 8, and then 2 more. Like this. That's the line. So I basically need to roll a 4. And could you charge Magnus?
No, because I'm never going to be able to land it here because of these. So I think you're fine.
Yeah, should be
This
right.
way.
And
Oh, this is going to be a 10. Yeah, this is a 10 here.
yeah. I mean, yeah, let's leave him there for 1 more turn. So you cannot charge him.
Mhm.
And I hope you whiff with Magnus shooting and stuff.
Yep.
So you cannot charge. Make sure we screen out the backfields. Yep. And I'm not gonna shoot there anyway. Maybe there.
Nice position. I think it's important to call out here.
If you
On
were-
Jonty's side, is in his final remaining unit inside the
Wait.
rubric unit here. The final remaining model is the Sorcerer, which means that Freakmans will have to
Actually, I
kill
think
the
I'll whip
entire
because
unit
of the Plasma Riptide
to
here.
secure
It's
that
hard for you to
objective from
Rapting
him.
Rezo here. And I give you a Riptide, which is kind of fine. So I pay 1 speed to auto advance him 6 inch. Oh wait, I had him restore position somewhere there. Yep. Okay. So he moved 16, 7, and then 9 left, 7 left. So I will just put him like this so I can see the sorcerer. Max movement here. And it means rapid ingressing here is probably not what you want because I can guide with these guys. This guy is standing here. And this 12, 6. So I need these guys sort of there. These guys can shoot.
I believe I can get the Demon Prince here.
Yep.
Unless this guy's moving up. I don't know what you're doing with him.
No,
though.
I already moved this guy. Let's see, these guys. I don't think you Demon Prince can come down in my backfield.
Nope.
These guys all moved up. Yes. 1 shots left. I probably kill these two, so you have 1, 2, 3 units in midfield, and I will have 2. Wait, this guy can't move like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 guys, and you have 1, 2, 3 probably, because they should die.
Mhm.
And I have recover this guy, get their recover, they in the whole field, or even him. Doesn't really matter. Oh, he can't
It's a
shoot his interact.
Bit of a danger
He can
for
do turf from
Freakmans here that if he's trying to thread the knife's edge needle of
Nowhere you can
display of might, there's a
or
rapid
deep
ingress that
strike
could
in
happen.
my home field, maybe
Nope.
here. Well, if you want to, let's. Alright, I guess. Or do I just want to eat them forward? I guess I do. I'm gonna advance these guys.
Mhm.
8, 14. You already did the Overwatch.
Yep.
The push here, I think, screens out a potential spot on this side where the Demon Prince could hop in.
Like
Out of
this.
line of sight of the Riptide there.
Let's see. Put some bubbles on. Oh,
I do wonder if there's a
6, all right.
so
So I don't
if
think
there's a
your
position
guy is
here
even
where the
coming
Demon
down
Prince could
here.
hop in on the objective and not be shot.
Then he
No, I'm
needs to
not
do the
sure.
action.
That line looks really tight,
Um,
and the Demon
they
Prince
can
is
guide
relatively large
them
model.
to them. These guys could guide here, and these guys could guide there if they want to. Yep. Do you want to Rapt Ingress?
Yeah, definitely gonna do it. It just depends where. I think it's gonna be here.
The other funny thing with the Rampant Ingress on the Winged Demon Prince is that it
Still
cuts out
active
his use of Ether
shooting,
Stride. So he doesn't get his cool Sustain 3
but still.
or Sustain D3
in
bolt
threat of
shot.
Rick.
Well, looks like he might be angling to
maybe eat some
Rapid
food.
Ingress into the
Really
Twin Lance. It does seem escapable from the Twin Lance.
I think I might need to be here. He shoots me. Just offer this terrain. So it's just him. Which is a decent amount. He's outside of motor range just where he has to be. So yeah. It's 2 shots and a couple other things that don't hurt too bad. Okay. Am I out of the line of this Riptide as well? I should be, right?
Maybe
not. Maybe not, because if you get line to this guy, you definitely get into the Demon Prince.
Yeah.
It's assuming you do get line to this guy, which I think you do, right?
Yeah, I think there is. If you stand over this, you get a line over here. It's the same with this this Riptide standing here.
So we have to be here, but if you get... Okay, you get 6 on the charge, you're going to have to base here. Or on 7, even, you'd have to base here. Anything else you don't, and then I don't heroic. But he's here to pay you back. I mean, it's not the end of the world. This is just worse. I don't think I can really just eat the shooting. I think I'm going to have to go over here somewhere. I mean, this is primary, but yeah, I think at this point I need to try and get rid of these as soon as possible. Yeah, we're going to go there.
Yep. So you're down to speed. Yep, to me. Yep. So these guys are guiding. These guys are guiding, and these guys are guiding. They could guide this way if you want to. This way. These guys this way. The rest I cannot see. Do I want a guide into this? I don't think anyone can. Because they need to die. And if you survive the rhino, I already get the +1 to hit from the hammerhead. Yeah, they could do action. They could do action. Okay. This guy stand like this so we can still see them as well. This Riptide will shoot this way. He will overcharge and uses once per game death wounds.
Yep.
He is within 30, so only the plasma cannot shoot. Overcharge, does he take damage? He does not.
All right, little sorcerer. We need you to survive, buddy.
On lethal, 6s are death. On 2s, 5 saves. On your inbounds.
Yeah, 4 damage each, right? So they are dead.
Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, shots. These guys will guide this way. This hammerhead will shoot everything into them.
Yep.
Do his damage 2 guns first, hitting on 4s. Full hit reroll. Because of strat.
So the hammerhead's into the rhino or the rubrics?
This Riptide into the
Oh, the
rubrics.
riptide into the rubrics.
Yep,
Cool.
yeah. Strength 7. 2 AP1, ignore cover.
Takes 1, 2 damage, right?
Yeah, the wounded guy dies.
Yep.
Plasma. 1 lethal. Oh, and he uses once again death wounds as well here.
Cool. This is Invan. Goes 1 more.
3 damage.
Has to be him.
Yep. Does he take damage from overcharge? He does.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3.
First blood is drawn.
Too many will do this. Down to 11. 3s, full hit reroll. Misses, 1 lethal, 1 2s, 1 death wound, and 3 saves.
The lack of
saves?
devastating wounds
3
here
saves.
now for these Riptides is definitely
1 to
good news
2.
for Magnus
So that's
as
him.
he
Damage is just
seeks
4,
to
isn't it?
push
So
forward
Yep.
just get
this coming
some,
turn.
can blank a damage, but you still have what can shoot here. This Riptide.
Yep.
These Pathfinders probably want to action.
Yeah, they can still throw a grenade.
Stealth suits. Yeah, they can. That's true. That's fine. We'll just put them.
Yep. So they die. This hammerhead will shoot everything into this rhino, including the 1-shots.
Yep.
First the big gun, hitting on 3s because you're a vehicle. No lethal. AP5 into the rhino.
Damage.
11.
11. That kills him. Does he bow? He does not.
Now they will do the action. There's nothing left for them to do. Nope. No, they will do action. Yeah, these guys will guide into this, and these guys will shoot there. Overcharging. Does he take damage? Does not. hitting on 2s. Lethal and sustained. Strength 8. Reroll on 1s. 7. AP 2. Ignore and cover. Damage 3 each.
7. This is the scatter cannon. This one, is it?
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
AP 3.
Um,
Yep.
Goes 4.
Fusion. Reroll on 1s. Strength 10. 2 saves on your one.
Take one more.
D6 plus,
Oh.
plus 2, so 1 dice.
Yep.
Losing scarabs here is really not what you want to see. Right as they're about to be engaged, potentially.
4 of the pistol shots. because I'm just
Yikes,
outside
chat.
6 inch. So no rapid on them. Strength 6, toughness.
This is a faction that is
5 something.
basically just chalk a
Yep,
block
forces,
with heavy
AP
infantry.
1, ignore and cover. 6-2. The drone. Hitting on 4s. 2, AP 1, ignore and cover. Kills a guy.
Send. Detects wound.
Um, 4, yep. And then I have the sharp burst cannon left. Because my understanding they are vehicles, so they can still shoot their pistols.
That is how that works.
Yes. Yeah.
6 shots.
Just like Paragon warsuits with their little bolter.
Lethal
Pew-pew.
on 5.
Pew-pew-pew.
Reroll once. 2 saves.
Oh.
AP 0.
All good.
1, 2, 3.
I hope,
5.
Despite the fact that this game is a little bit out of date,
11,
of
so
course,
they need to take
that this is a good
test.
showcase of why this unit needed to get toned down. They're still extremely strong,
6.
but this unit could just sort of vibe in the midboard.
No. Sorry.
Set up these situations where it can
Okay.
reactive move onto objectives to steal them, and then
I mean,
it's in my
continuously
choice.
push forward and like press the advantage for 160 points. Is like very
wait,
clearly
yeah. For the I keep forgetting.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
it would have
terrible.
mattered yet, right?
Yeah. I keep forgetting. You're right. No, because I mean, in your command phase, you take a battleship test because you're below half strength.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the that's my thinking. This Riptide doesn't have line of sight on them, I believe. No. These guys, can I 24? They have 24. 18, no. Now the question is, do I want to charge? What if I just move this way? Then it will, because if I charge and you kill them, then you just go from there. And if I just move them this way in the fight phase, then you have to move the rest of your units out because you probably want to kill and you don't have a lot of units left.
Yep.
You're just gonna commit an extra turn to them with at least 1 unit. And if I place them somewhere here, then you gotta commit some units as well. Because I think I can just do this and this. And then you're gonna place units that I can shoot next turn. Because
there was, I think, a
charge,
crippling amount of
it's-
damage there from that
Death wound
couple
strength
activations.
4, of damage 4.
I was surprised when Jonty
9
pushed
damage.
the Scarab Occults
gotta
that far
die.
forward, but then
And if I just move
absorbing,
them up,
like losing 6 of them to one sequence of shots
because
is
I'm not risking
not ideal.
a 6 inch, then you just
Extremely non-ideal
for the
as
4
they say.
inch. That's not really what I want to do. Do I want to do anything else? I guess this guy. One of these gonna shoot into Magnus.
Yep.
Link some damage off on 4s. Nothing. They did terraform. Not worth it giving this up. I will shoot this indirect into them.
Yep.
Wait. Oh no, I cannot do it anymore. No. Okay. Force we on once because guiding. 5 twin linked. One save.
All good.
Yep. And I think that's all my indirects. Yep. Now the question here. Take positions on him real quick. If I place them like this, you can stand there, but if you stand there, this riptide is going to see. And if you put Magnus there, even with a charge, I have a lot of guys shooting. And that means you need to come out this way with Magnus to be able to see them. And they are outside 1 inch now. Just in, slightly backwards. Like this. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Which gives me 2 points, gives you 1. And I get display for 4, recover assets for 3. And that's you.
Cool. Okay. So we'll get 4 primary.
I need to keep in mind that I need to take a battleship test in your shot phase, or dish out a battleship test in your command charge phase.
Yeah.
I will put down a token. Not forget. Sorcerers need to take the scarabs need to take a battleship test because below starting strength.
Yeah, I was just thinking if I pick them up, because then they'll do it when they come back down.
Yeah, and do your secondaries and stuff first, and your
Yeah.
Grand Covenant shit.
Of course. Tempting target and coal, which you don't give up, right? So
Tempting will be this, I guess.
overforce and tempting. Yeah, tempting is this. You say, yeah. Yeah, we have maybe one avenue to get on now, but he's OC3, so we'd have to go him, and then they're still there. I mean, yeah, who knows? And then overforce is same thing. This and this. Okay.
Oh, and keep in mind I have full hit rolls for Magnus, so in the Overwatch as well.
Yeah, we've lost too many resources now, so I think we just kind of run everything at you and just see what we can do. But yeah, I think we're at that point. Okay, how do I want to do this? If he was to go here. Do these bother picking up? No, they probably just sit here. I mean, you've still got so many screening pieces left, I don't really have anywhere to drop them. Just ignore this for now. Cool. We'll go with +1 to wound this turn. see how it goes. These need to move up. They want to shoot at them. Maybe land on that point if they double move. That seems possible. And then Magnus. Okay, let's see where these can get first. I never want them shooting this Riptide. I don't think they're ever getting rapid fire here though.
Oh, I need to take Batrep test
Oh
on
yeah,
these
battle
guys.
shock on these. They will do that.
Fine, yep.
All good. Yeah, I mean, even if we somehow ended up like here, yeah, might have to go that way though. Let's save them. 24. Probably just peep out this side and shoot you from here. But 18, I need this guy to be.
Yeah, and keep in mind they can dish out -1 to the charge in your charge
Yep.
phase.
Yep. All good.
Be a 70 charge if you leave them like this. With the demon guy.
No, he doesn't get it with an 18 there. He does that way. Okay. We'll just go here and here. I'll see what they can do. Bolters will do not a whole lot. That's not happening. I don't think he ever gets the. He has to roll a 12 to charge here. He still wants to shoot down this line. It's going to have to be KJ on Overwatch on him.
Yep. He is within 9 and not in melter range. Okay. They are going to overcharge. Does he take damage? He does not. Rapid fire range of him. No lethal and of no sustained. 1 safe, AP3, no cover.
4 up. All good.
Yep. Fusions. Full real. Nothing. This guy was within 8. This guy is 8 as well. Second. Doesn't give me rapid fire range. No. Twin Pulse Blaster thinks it's the same profile, right? Because damage 2 becomes damage 1.
Yep.
And V6s, so that's 4 8 shots anyway. Because strength 6. And strength 6 as well. Yep. So that's 8 shots. One AP1.
All good.
Charged on. 4 shots. Oh, that's it.
Okay, so he's going the Demon Prince.
And I will give the bell shock test to Magnus probably.
Yep.
Because if you fail... Oh, wait, it's -1. Right, again. That's when you need a 12, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And if you get battle shocked, you don't get the blank damage on him next turn, that kind of stuff.
Yes. Yep. It's a 6.
I'm not sure if Freakman is aware, but the Neocapacitor shield does not work on monsters and vehicles.
8 more. Doesn't change anything.
He might be in for an interesting
Just put him here.
charge phase if he wants to stick with that targeting.
I'll just shoot wherever. Hammerhead's there. I mean, everything's died next turn, so we just run and see what we can do. Yeah, I think that's movement done.
40k, I don't think looks
Guys
good
can
at
move
the
up, I
best of
guess.
times, unfortunately, Chant. It is a game
if they
designed,
survive,
sort of
magnitude
scientifically
doesn't
grown in a lab to be aesthetically displeasing. Something tanks
These guys will
facing
just stay
backwards.
back here. I think it makes it a little more awkward.
I won't name names, but there was a player
Come and take this.
was on
It's
stream a
easy
couple
here.
times at
So that's fine.
the Battle for Salvation, who
we'll
he was
see
a
how
Tau
this
player,
goes.
and the guns on his Riptide were glued on backwards so that they did
sees
not
him, so
extend
we
out as
cross that
far for
double
line of
move.
sight. I was like, cool, man. I love
Fuck,
true line of sight
see,
stuff.
These spells on
What a
them.
time to be alive.
Yeah, so these guys are going to double move.
We're doing our best over here in Tabletop Simulator land,
They
but
are fine. They're going to go 6.
unfortunately it is an uphill battle with the mechanics that the game plays with.
Sure. Well, let's at least get guys on the point.
Yeah, Hammerhead's good with it too.
Cool.
I know True played basically the whole weekend
Fine.
with his tanks
Drag
selectively
into
either deployed with their
this
turrets
guy,
facing forwards
probably.
or backwards, depending on what he wanted to do with them that game. Obviously, you can't change the position once you
Drag
place the
into this
model.
Riptide
Like the
with,
turrets can't
Magnus.
rotate. You know, just like in real life, your tank turrets cannot rotate around. But
10
it
up
would
to
be like,
12,
oh, this
so
is
we
my
get
screening,
plus
Leman
2
Russ.
AP.
So then its turret would fan out for that game.
And then we also want reroll hits, maybe. See how well everything goes.
Yeah, I doubt we'll lose True Line of Sight here, chat. I think Games Workshop's married to it, which is unfortunate.
They should die.
That's what I've been
Plus
told,
stealth,
anyways, what's
though.
happening. Is that these mechanics are sticking
That's
around.
fine.
It would go a long way to making the game more
Put reroll hits
aesthetically
into this Riptide.
interesting if they got rid of those mechanics. Although you'd need more work
off.
to make it not be that
And
way for
then we will
vehicles
put
and
a
such.
Doom Bolt into the Twin Lance with this. Let's do it with the Demon Prince. And we'll roll the third one. See if we can get the big one off. 11 is a big one. We'll take mortals first, and then we'll do yours. We are going to take 2, and you are going to take D3 plus 2, 5.
Yep, down to 1.
Cool. Okay, see how all of this goes. Just start over here. All of these guys into the stealth suits. These are T4, so the flamers first. You're not on any objectives. So 3 flamers.
Yep.
It's going to be 16. That's pretty nice. And 4's reroll and 1s. 12 saves, AP1, ignore cover.
AP1.
4 goes 3.
Yep.
Oh yeah, chat. I mean, my roommate,
And then
I think,
Reaper.
Almost literally
well.
dropped 40k
1 lethal.
because that happened at one point.
Threes, reroll ones. 3 saves.
He had some issues with like the kicker was an issue in 9th edition with like
Expiring sorcerer.
early 9th ed before terrain layouts had been standardized.
This 1 lethal.
Where he showed up to a table where he literally couldn't move his
we are
models,
+1
which
to
was
wound,
awesome. But
so that will wound you.
that was the straw that
2
broke the camel's
MP3
back. The
cover.
rest of the straws were
Takes one.
were about units killing entire
And
boys
the
squads
sorcerer.
by shooting one guy's axe, which
Lethal +3.
is just abysmal.
When you do on 3s, reroll ones. Oh, I guess 2s because we're +1 to wound. So yeah, 7, AP1, doesn't ignore cover.
Nice.
You get him anyway. Cool.
Spent 1 CP here for the full hit rolls.
Yep.
Wait, do I? I think I want to save it on one of these guys. Actually, yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
When you pop a transport in melee, people inside get into melee and don't
Right, now we want
teleport.
to put something over here.
Is that-
Gotta want to think
that
about
true?
how I do this.
I thought it was
because we
that
get
when you disembarked
does a bit
during your
of
movement
damage
phase, you
into
could
them,
disembark into melee.
because he gets rerolls. So I think
I sure hope they make it so that the unit.
Yeah, that's
I hope they don't make it so that the unit can
here. So
fight.
it's
That
gonna
would
be
that
2
would
Soul Reapers
frustrate
and
me.
the leader. +1 to hit.
I shouldn't be able to destroy your units and then be punished
and
for
we'll
it.
start off with the
I
Soul
think
Reapers.
generally speaking, it's tends to be negative game design when that happens.
I'm just gonna
Wait,
fish for
I'm
lethals.
gonna spend 2 CP here. Oh,
I forgot to fight for free. Yeah.
-1
minus-
damage.
Yeah, if I charge your rhino and
Cool.
kill it,
Does
and
that
then
last
you're
for
like,
all
get
phase?
out my Blade Guard veterans, and then stab you to death. Yeah, cool, man.
That's a good question. I think
That
it
was
does.
awesome.
Okay,
It would
I'll,
just make
keep rolling out.
transports
Yeah,
even
Look
more
at that.
difficult to engage with. I think what they were
Until the
trying
end
to
of the phase,
enter
yeah,
is the
yep.
vibe I got, where the situations where you
So
wrap a
for
rhino,
lethals, we get
and then the unit
5,
inside
and then
cannot
gonna
get
be on
out.
6s, I believe.
It sounded to me like
Yeah.
the answer to that was
lethals,
getting
this
out
is all
but
gonna be an
becoming
invuln.
engaged, and then your opponent fights first.
Takes 3.
Cool. Missile racks.
1 to 8.
Rerolling. 1 lethal. These wound you on 3s. 4 more invuns. 3 down to 2 damage. 6. Takes 6.
6. What's more shooting?
Anti-vehicle dev wounds here, but it's down to 1 damage. And then we've still got Demon Prince and Magnus.
Yeah, take 6, so down to 2.
Cool. And then the anti-vehicle dev wounds. 3 hits, wounding you on 4s. 1 takes you down to 1. I will spend a CP to reroll one of these.
Yep.
That kills him.
Does he explode? He does not, and I will spend 1 CP here to get full hit rolls on these guys.
Cool. Right, in that case, Demon Prince is going to shoot at the Twin Lance. So it's going to be 9 attacks.
Yep.
Rerolling 1s because you're a character.
Mhm.
1 sustained. And then +1 to wound on this one is going to be wounding you on 4s, rerolling 1s. 7.
AP1.
Yep.
This guy
2
dies.
damage. Yep.
No exploding. No.
And then 3 attacks. Reroll 1s, nothing. And then this is 5s. Reroll 1s. Just 1 AP2. It takes 2.
Yep.
Okay. And then Magnus is going to shoot everything into this Riptide. And he's going to spend 2 CP for full rerolls. Yep. Okay. Start off with the. Let's see, on 14. Let's start with the 3d3. 2, 5, 7 shots. Rerolling everything. Then wounding you on 2s because we're +1 to wound with dev wounds. Roll the 1s. So it's 2 dev wounds and then 4 saves at AP2. I believe
3,
you have
6.
cover. Yeah, definitely. Right. So
3, 6, 9.
9 damage. Yep.
That leaves him down to 5.
Cool. And then D6 plus 3. 2's rolling. And 4's rolling because we're +1 to wound. Rerolling everything. Just 1 AP1 ignore cover. Takes 2.
Takes 2, down to 3.
Cool. Right, that is all my shooting.
So I think they'll
So
streamline
we're gonna
shooting.
try some charges and see.
I don't think that they will
This
not
one
change
we
weapon
can't
profiles.
fail. Let's just start with this one. Demon Prince is going to go into the Pathfinders.
Yep.
He gets a 12. Ooh, I wish I rolled Magnus first.
Ooh,
Um,
great charge.
he's going to go here.
They're certainly going to keep
Tempting.
the.
Wait, Magnus, Battleshock test and -1 charge.
Of course, yeah.
What's the battle shock
He's
test?
okay.
These guys?
He's a monster.
Oh, shit, sorry.
All good. He passed anyway. So,
does he
do you
still
wanna
get
do it
minus
on?
No, he's an ineligible target for the effect.
in a legend? Okay, yeah.
So I assume you do it on the termies, but I rolled an 8 anyway, so they're also good.
Yeah, exactly. And what did you roll on the Battleshock? Yeah, I don't know Battleshock either. Yep.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
mistake.
Cool. Oh, good. So he's there. Magnus is. I mean, let's roll the termies first because I'm not going to roll double 6s in a row. They are in.
There's plenty of things you can do in your opponent's shooting phase, chat, like roll saves and remove casualties. What I think that they'll do is they'll probably streamline the sequence quite a bit. I don't think they're going to change, like, the core mechanics and the weapon profiles aren't going to change. But what they'll probably do is allow for more dice to be fast rolled together, which will hopefully limit the amount of just unending
And then Magnus
individual rolls that
into
happen.
the Riptide.
I would love to see dice pools.
Well, I think
That's something that other
that's everything.
games do that these guys don't for whatever reason.
Over here, so he has 12 attacks into your Pathfinders using his sweet profile.
Yep.
2s. Drop 1, and then will be 2s because we're +1 to wound. I think we were 2s anyway. 2 devs and 6 saves at AP1.
Um, 7 die.
7. Cool.
1, 2, 3. These guys cannot go anywhere. I guess 7 die. So 1, 2. Damage 1 stuff doesn't really do much. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice.
I definitely don't like the situations where your units physically can't do something to your opponent. But I do think it would be interesting if, like,
lethals.
For example, you had 1,000,000 attacks that were all like one annoying profile, like 1,000,000 bolter shots. I'm shooting 40 strength 4, AP0, 1 damage, and you could combine them into one single larger attack, right?
On 3s.
That used to be an effect in War Machine.
4 AP1.
Where instead of rolling 100 individual gunshots, you could combine them and roll one big gunshot, which was much faster and allowed units to interact with larger stuff more easily.
Okay.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. He fights back.
Yep.
Scatter cannon, 3 attacks, hitting all 4s. Full reroll. Do you reroll in the melee as well?
What's that, sorry?
Yeah. I get full reroll in the melee as well.
Oh, cool.
And sustained is only in range attack. Yeah. No. Okay. Strength 8. Or 7. Yeah. 2 AP.
2, cool. Take 1 damage to.
Yeah, one guy
That's
dies.
dead. Yeah.
And then
We'll invent Horus Heresy.
4 attacks,
I don't know about that, chat.
hitting on 3s.
I think people will actually play 11th edition 40k.
No.
No, winning on 4s. Cool.
Then I get to move with them.
Yep.
Notified phase. This is the end, right? Yeah. Oh.
There goes Twin Lance, about to go
Uh,
steal the Thousand Suns home objective,
yes.
as you do. It was an okay
Yep.
turn on the big go turn
guess
from
no
Thousand
Overwatch
Suns.
madness.
Most of the Twin Lance taken out, although not the whole thing, which means they're going to get to run
I
the
think
back
only
line
one
now.
Can be the demon.
However,
prince,
there's
and yes,
still
with
2
one
Riptides,
Tony.
2 Hammerheads, 2 Broadsides here. I think they're going to be able to
Yeah, I think you're just
clear up what's
following
left
Magnus.
momentarily. We'll see.
Cool.
Just need some
Yeah, we
awesome
scored 20,
saving throws.
5, we get over 4. So I think just for 3.
Yeah, only one Riptide.
And then we get 1 more on Terraform.
Old flavor
Okay,
rules
so
like
that's it.
armor facings. Well, if you make
Terraform.
literally every vehicle a Rhino,
I'll
it's
pick
much
up
easier to
this
do
bit
armor
end of your
facings
turn.
than if you have to play with Eldar and Tau. So
And I get
this kind of makes sense.
plans and Mark for the death. Okay, flip to me.
Yep.
The part I didn't like about OG 40k is that
Flip
when
it
there were
back
no
to me,
fallback
if you
rules,
like.
and then your opponent had like tagged you with a
it's
vehicle,
gonna
you just
be,
lived there forever.
Let's
and
just go
everything
with.
sucked. That was terrible.
I mean, these guys.
That made you
yeah, I guess
actually
they
very
probably just
strongly
died,
dislike
but-
armor facings
Okay,
when
let's
that
do
happened.
Magnus, Hermes, and Rubrics.
Magnus,
Where this
Turnies,
was
and
at,
Rubrics. Okay.
In 5th, if you got tagged by a
Nice.
vehicle with an attack
I'm just going to run to the
characteristic,
toilet
you
quickly.
couldn't
But if
leave,
you need to,
and in
like,
many
pass it
cases
over to me,
also
Jonathan, feel
couldn't
free
hurt
to
it.
just
So you
switch time
just
over.
waited for it to
Yep.
kill you. It was really bad.
Yep, I have 1 CP. Yes.
No, that was
Yes,
it. Assumed rear armor facing for vehicles,
Battleship
and you
test
couldn't
first
be
on these
engaged
guys.
by vehicles unless the vehicle had an attack
SS6
characteristic.
for.
So most vehicles
6.
only interacted with infantry via tank shock.
So if I just put there,
But if like you were like a walker or like a Lord of
I guess that's
Skulls
what
or
I want
something,
to
and you could
do.
attack, you always
so I got
fought
spent the
front
CP
armor
here.
facing,
How to pass that?
and instead of rear, and you were locked in melee with it.
Because if I go
So
this,
I remember at one point I got 30
this,
Hormagaunts tagged
this,
by
everything
one
is
Dreadnought.
minus.
He could not physically kill them before the end of the
What is
game,
he-
and their strength was not
what
high
is he
enough to
going
hurt him,
do, I
which meant
guess?
that the 2 units just remained in melee, unable to interact with the remainder of the game for the entire game. And I was like, this mechanic is bad. Whoever designed this is kind of stupid. We are much better hands now, Chan, thankfully. Whew. The dark days are over. Not that everything's perfect, but it is significantly superior.
If I pause real quick, I need to go to the toilet as well.
Get him back.
And in that case, I will just play on. Okay, I moved the Riptide and these guys. Do you want Overwatch?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll overwatch you with these Terminators into the Riptide.
Yep.
Okay, let's do.
Oh, can you switch this one real quick? I better spend 1 CP on the auto pass.
What's it, sorry?
The big button on the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I think we're just gonna take that. Cool. Right, missiles. Get 1 lethal. Okay, I'll get him.
Yep, does he explode? Nope. Yes. You go down to 0 speed, right? Yep.
Yep.
In that case, these guys are standing like this. 7. They wouldn't make it there. Yes. I mean, well, I had what stuff. I guess if I just send them there, you need to kill them. You already have overforce. So like this, they can go this way. Yes. I did Overwatch, so let's go this way. And then this way, so we can. You already did this once per game stuff, so we can shoot this way.
Yep.
3 and then 2. Like this. So he can see the character. Like that. You have OC3, so this guy can move 5. So OC2, this guy can move like this. 8, fusion to this. Because I think I want to do guide this way. And these guys will be able to guide this way. As Hammerhead. I think that's this way. So if this guy, oh yeah, he can move 10. Is there a line here? I think there is.
Yeah, should be.
I misplaced him. Again, save position. I mean, there is a line like this, I think. Yep. Yeah,
It's red line. You trying to shoot the Demon Prince here or Magnus?
The Demon Prince.
I don't have shadows on, so you have to tell me. But
Yeah, this is
playing without shadows.
Yeah. Let me check.
Can you imagine,
So
chat?
here.
No, it couldn't be me.
Yeah, I think this is the line.
yeah, I can't see shadows. But if you think that's line, that's all good with me.
And I hold this objective now. 2, 3, 4. These guys can all shoot this way, and the hammerhead. These guys can shoot this way. These guys can guide. These guys can guide this way. Then it's basically just these guys left. Glance. They could glance. That will be 4. I forget. Like this. That will be 2 points. Yep. Okay. These guys gonna guide into them. He can see him. Yep. So Riptide has to shoot first. Within 18. He's overcharging. Does he take damage? He does not. 6 shots. We know the ones. On 2s, 3 on 1s. 5 saves.
This is on the rubrics, right?
Yep.
Kills 3.
Stay strong, rubrics. We believe in you guys.
Plasma shot. 3 on 1s. It's strength 8. 3 on 1s. 1 save. 1
Yep, take
dice. Missile drones. Strength 7. 2 saves. AP1. Ignore and cover. 2 damage.
Take 2 on the Aspiring.
Yep. He has shot. And then this guy will shoot everything into them.
Mhm.
Damage 1 guns first. 2 on the ones. Force, twin linked. 2 saves. AP0. Ignore and cover.
Take a wound, kills the Aspiring.
D2 real life shots. I don't have CP left. No. 1 save. AP4.
Save it.
Then the damage 2 guns. No, I already did. I do the damage 2 guns.
I think you just did the missile system. I think you still got these.
Yep. AP1. Ignore and cover. 2 damage each.
Down to 2.
It's a 5 up save, right, on sorcerer?
Said AP1, right? Yeah. So he's.
Oh yeah, AP1. Yep. Yeah, you're right. So I did not get marked. Yep, that's what it is, I guess. You don't get that as well. These guys are doing action. This guy is shooting there. Not overcharging.
Thank you for the follow, Dib
But
Light.
I don't want him to
Welcome
die.
in.
Damage to here as well. Sustained. Strength 7. How many saves on these guys?
Damage
3
2,
of them
right?
die. Yep. Damage 2, yep.
Cool.
Oh, yep. And then this guy will shoot this way.
Brought to be Magnus all by himself over here.
Damage 1 stuff first. 2 saves on or 2 up.
All good.
Yep. Damage 2. Yeah, it's 5s. 1 save. AP1.
All good.
Rail rifles. Hit. Nothing. Strength. No, strength 9. He has shot. This guy will shoot into him.
Yep.
It's wounds.
Save it.
Yep. Hitting on 2s. 3 saves on your 2 up.
All good.
Yep. He is fine. This hammerhead will shoot into him. Big gun. It's wounds.
Take it, I assume. Yep.
9 damage.
That kills him.
Yep.
Does he explode?
R.I.P.
Nope.
Okay. They are doing action. He is alive, and I don't think I can shoot anything else. No. So I get cleansed for 2 points. Marked, I do not. Oh, shit! I forgot the gamma target. And
Well, the only gamma target could have been these because
yeah,
I
exactly.
marked everything else. So you get 2 for that.
Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks. And I don't think I want to charge anywhere. No, because you could kill this guy. Oh, and I forget the Vespid as well. Yeah. Okay, back to you.
Cool.
I get 2 points. You get 1.
Draw some cards. You get defend. We get area denial. Cool. Okay, Dev wounds this turn.
You get 4 for this.
Battle shock here. Yeah, for a primary. Battle shock on the Termes. They're okay. Sorcerer's at half, so he's fine. Cool.
Oh, I would have shot my one-shot missiles, so if I didn't announce it, right? Yes.
You haven't shot them yet, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I did shoot them,
Oh, okay. Cool.
even if
Yeah, that's fine. This guy, he can't reach, so he could double move.
Yeah, this
Try and
guy,
do
full hit rerolls in Overwatch.
Yeah, we are going to go. That doesn't really give me anything. Going to go here. Magnus is going to go here. Some shots there. We plan to double move here so we can doom bolt this, and then we can shoot this, and then we can shoot this. Magnus is just gonna. Kind of wants to shoot and charge something. Maybe he just charges these guys. Shoots something over here. Stays on this point. It's probably fine. This guy is going to. Sit on this point. I don't need to because I'm going second. He's going to advance.
So just Magnus and a handful
An inch
of
okay, so
rubrics
7.
remaining.
Does
Going
get him
into
in this
bottom
corner.
of 4 here.
He's gonna just sit there.
I don't know if there's much we got going on for old Jaunty. I think the goal is just tiebreakers
that's
now.
probably fine.
Doesn't even have enough command points to full reroll Magnus.
Magnus gonna
R.I.P.
on
Chance.
the Termes.
OG Twin Lance, very good, turns out. Shocker.
8 up to a 10, so they can go there 5 inches. He's gonna go there, so he can doom bolt.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go. Here. Yeah, he's gonna doom bolt into your Twin Lance. 9, roll the third one just so we definitely get him. Which we do, so Twin Lance dies.
Let's explode. Nope.
Cool. And then we'll put a reroll hits into your stealth suits with this sorcerer. Roll the third one. Which gets, I'd say, 9, so it's just reroll 1s. And then Magnus will put a, what's this guy, to up save? Magnus will put a extra AP into your broadside. Which goes off for 2. So plus 2 AP on him. Cool, and then we will do some shooting. These guys are going to shoot. Anti-infantry's going into the stealth suits. Anti-vehicle's going into the broadside. missile racks going into broadside, and Soul Reapers are going into the stealth suits.
To be fair, chat, I think that the hatred for
one of
Tau
them
is
will be
overblown.
saving on.
I understand people don't like to play against
We'll put
many
missile racks into the
guns,
stealth suits
but
as well. Actually, so
I would
just
prefer to
activate
play
going
against
into
many
broadside.
guns and score points than play against many bodies and
plus what
score no
hits?
points and do nothing.
Oh yeah, plus one hits.
Give me Tau over recon element.
Yeah, sorry, plus one hits going into stealth suits, and we'll do what we said originally. So missile racks in here, and anti-vehicle in here, and then anti-infantry Soul Reapers going into the stealth.
I also think Tau.
And we'll see how that goes.
If you
So
unify
missile racks into
the weird
broadside,
dichotomy
hitting on threes
between
here.
their tanks and their
Two
robots,
lethals,
I think
moving on
Tau is
three-
aesthetically very
three saves,
cohesive,
AP2,
and you ignore that
cover.
auxiliaries exist.
Sorry, AP4 because of our.
Which also makes them like really cool to play against
So
because
back
it's
to
like
AP3.
it's like an actual army.
5 ups to 1.
Yep.
Damage.
Yeah, so 3 damage.
Fortunately,
And then we have anti-vehicle.
new Tau will not be quite as strong as what we're seeing
just
here
one hit.
once the Twin
one dead
Lance
wound for
nerfs
2
get
damage.
actually used.
4 feeling pain. 2 damage, you said?
2, yeah.
That takes 1.
Cool. Soul Reapers into the stealth suits. Plus 1 to hit, so they're hitting back on 3s, reroll on 1s. That's lethal, and then these are going to wound you on 3s with devs. 1 dev wound, and that many saves. AP2.
Do I get cover?
Yeah.
So
At
save on
least
scores.
at least on the guys at the back.
Yeah, so these 2 guys die. Yes. Yep.
And then we have anti-infantry into the stealth suits. So that's a lethal. Nothing there. So yeah, just 1.
That takes 1.
Cool. Yeah. Magnus can't see them. He's gonna just put his guns. He'll put the 2 damage gun into the broadside. He'll put the 3 damage gun into.
Keep these pathfinders, so you have already now. Keep them in mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge them.
Yeah, okay. But don't forget them.
Yeah. So. Yeah, he's putting 3 damage
Nice
into
freak, man,
the
to remind.
hammerhead, and he's putting 2 damage into the broadside. I mean, we're not taking you off this point now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Let's just put everything into the hammerhead. 3d3. Eight shots. 2s, no rerolls here. Oh, that hurt. Ouch. 2 saves. 3 damage. And then d6 plus 3. Wow. 4 shots. A hit. No wounds. Ouch. Okay, Magnus is going to charge.
Yep.
He's in. And then he's going to go for, yeah.
I will just take them up.
Makes sense. Cool. Aerodonal is going to be 5, and Defend is going to just go for a CP.
Yep. At the end, I'll pick them up.
Oh, 1 for that, and you get 2. Cool.
I get Call the Horde, I cannot do. And I get a tempting target and establish locus. What's the attempting target?
And the target is going to be...
Might be the objective with Magnus on it. Actually, not a terrible
I can
selection
send
there.
these guys on this just to be annoying, and they can do establish. The middle you said. I can pay 1 to out advance. That's 6. 4. 6. I guess I have to rule here because I cannot move to this. This is gone. Tempting is the middle. I hold for 8 points.
Yep.
2. I will discard a tempting target for SP.
Yep.
And I get overwhelming. Yeah, I guess why not? Let's go for maintenance then like this. Actually, do I establish is 4 points? I'll get you get a max of 12.
Yeah, I think you win this regardless of secondaries.
Yeah. Guess
Yeah,
as well.
14 if you don't. I guess we could get maybe more because we could get this stays terraformed, and then maybe we terraform here. But I mean, you got lucky we could terraform here, but probably not. You're just gonna out-see me.
I don't think there is, because if I put him 16 this way, we could charge here. I guess I can put some stuff there. One second. I do get 2, you get 1, and then you get 12, so to 13.
Mhm.
Let's say you get 3 more points. And then you score.
There's a
how
sorcerer
much
in the
can you
corner
possibly
here.
score
He's
with
going to run out and
secondaries?
grab an objective. If he doesn't get killed by SMS, I guess.
Not a whole lot.
I think that
Even
Freakman's
fif-
has this
even with
regardless.
50, you're not
is what they're
gonna.
mathing out right now.
I don't think you're no.
I think the most I could get would be 10 here. Yeah.
I'm not getting this way. Do I get to go for the kill on Magnus? Or do I just go for these guys? Like, I mean, they are doing actions. Let's just do it for Magnus for fun. I mean, I still have 1 speed. Okay. Heavy. Okay. You only have, or you do have 3 speed. These guys will guide this way into Magnus. And we'll just start shooting. Overcharge. Does he take damage? He does. 2, 3. Put down this real quick. Hitting on no lethals. You only once. 4 saves on Magnus. 3 damage.
2, so it's going to be
6 total.
down to 9.
Good runes, full rolls. 5s, once. AP 1. 2 saves.
All good.
Yep. I think the plasma. It's 1 on your invuln.
Invuln. All good.
Fine. Yep. Broadside. Big guns. 2 because of heavy. 1 dev wound. Do you want the blanket?
Yep. Damage is D6 plus 1.
Yep.
No, that's fine. I'll take it.
Okay. 6 damage.
Down to 3.
Drones. 2 AP 1.
3 ups. All good.
SMS. 2 linked. 1 AP 0.
2 up. All good.
Fine. It's a shot. Hammerhead, big shot. It's doesn't wound, but 1 native reroll. Dev wounds. Do you want the blanket? D6 plus
Yep.
6.
Now blanket.
Yep. 2 6s. 2 saves. AP 0.
All good.
Fine. Yep. This broadside. Railguns. Reroll. Heavy because he stood still. Reroll once. And I have 1 CP. Wait, let's do this one first. And 1 for 1 CP. 2 saves.
2 saves, 4 ups. He is, well, I mean, we'll CP reroll one of them.
Yep.
Because you could roll a 1, I suppose. No, he's dead.
Yep.
See blow up.
Oh.
Nope.
No, I guess this hammerhead into these guys as well.
Yep.
1 big shot. It's wounds on the termies.
Failure damage.
D6 plus 6.
Yeah, so kills 1. It's gonna have to be the sorcerer back here.
Yeah, these guys will do the action, of course. I don't think the rest even matters.
No, probably not.
Because I get guild 3. And I get 2 points. And I don't think wait, these 2 fusions, let's shoot into them as well. I mean,
Yep.
Force. 2 saves on these guys. Oop. First one is 2 damage
Only 1 wound because they're -1 to wound.
on these guys.
So only 1 would have wounded, right?
No, if 4 and 6, strength 8, right? So 3 is wounding on 4s.
Oh, I thought you got a 3 and a 4. My bad. Okay.
So 1 model just dies because I rolled a 2 on the first. Wait, it was yeah. So only 1 model dies. Yep, and I guess that's it because nothing much I can do else. So I score this, and then it's back to you.
R.I.P. Magnus.
We see
You
if we
got
can
one.
score.
He was a real one.
Display, no. Establish, probably not. I mean, we'll CP display. You have got. Actually, we can do display. You only have 2. Yeah, no, we can't do display because we only have 2. We could kill them maybe. Sure. So we'll get rid of establish for CP.
Yeah, so the Terminators
get
could run
cleanse.
forward to grab.
Okay, this guy moves up here.
Cleanse is the draw.
So we'll double move up here. I guess
It's only 1 sorcerer in this unit, unfortunately.
But you have OC.
So there's no
OC2
way
anyway.
to clear
okay.
that.
Sure. They'll roll the double move. They'll roll the third one. They will CP reroll it. Then they get another 5. Yeah, so we're
That
not getting
slow
that point
Terminator
anyway.
movement doesn't get them there.
We'll just
They would
shoot
have to
here.
be able to kill both the
So we
broadside
sort of,
and the
Minus
stealth
1.
suits.
1 hit. Doesn't wound, and then we have bolters.
Well, I guess honestly, I wonder if it
I
would
guess
have
we're
been
+1 as well, actually.
fair to up-E the Terminators with the crystal to
2
grab
saves, AP2.
something.
Takes 1.
You take middle and then
Double
terraform.
dice.
It's probably easier.
And then we have 3 attacks. Yeah, I can't kill them, so that's up. So we get our 5 plus 6, and then can't do display, can't do. Oh, this guy cleanses, I guess, for 2. That's up.
Yep.
All right, chats. There it
I guess that's
is.
it. Was a fun game.
The final
Yeah,
results.
Interesting one. I definitely made a few mistakes, a little bit rusty.
And Twin Lens is just OP.
Twin Lances OP, yeah. Playing them at old rules is I managed to like only play 1 game against it at the old rules, and then this one came out, and I was like, god damn it, I've avoided it too well.
No, you're not.
But yeah, so yeah, that was fun. At least I got to experience the misery that everyone else experienced, I guess, with Twin Lance. But yeah, they're pretty good.
Some people even said it was nerfed too much, which blew my mind.
That's still the most towless, so I think that speaks for itself, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, being like 50% as strong as they were previously.
Yeah, really, really good. I'm trying to think where I went wrong. So yeah, this mess up turn 1 was a big swing because it stopped me getting secure and it gave you 4 primaries. So that was for like a 7-point swing. When I got that 2, I should just came back this way. I think one more OC there would have at least stopped you scoring, even if it didn't get me the secure.
Yeah, definitely.
So that was that, but that's just a twin lance. Like, you could have reminded me 100 times, and I'm probably always forgetting that because it's just so much other things to think about. What else was there?
Yeah, but to be fair, that free movement shouldn't exist in the game. That kind of
Yes.
free movement. So
Yeah. Yeah, no, you played it really well, though. Credit
Thank
to
you.
you. Usually I do a little bit better than this against Tau on this map. But yeah, you definitely schooled me a bit there.
And
I think I overcommitted in a few places. Like, I had a couple of times where I bought a lot of stuff out, and then like I think like there was a time when Magnus was here and he didn't even end up shooting, and I probably could have just held a unit back, because then I just gave you a lot of resources quite freely.
yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting one for sure. Not killing the Twin Lancer was a big shame. That would have been
Yeah.
really helpful. Although I think it was quite far gone at that point already. It would have just helped me.
Yeah, just good for tiebreakers.
Yep.
For sure. Cool. Well, I got you guys' results in. Thanks for playing.
Nice one. Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for hosting.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Lucky spots are
Appreciate.
always good fun.
Yeah, appreciate we could make it happen. I know that it was the scheduling was kind of fraught, but we got there in the end, which is good.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been ill for like a week. I only just recovered today, which I was sad about.
Well,
Yeah.
congratulations on your recovery. Hopefully,
Yeah, thank you.
it stays that way.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I'll let you guys go. Should be all wrapped up for this event. And Freakmans, congratulations on taking it down.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, GG's. What up?
Yep. Thanks. See you guys next pot.
Yeah, absolutely.
nice one.
Cheers, guys.
Take care, guys.
Bye bye.
All right, chat. So that's going to be it for us today. Got our prediction done. Got our game input. A lot of interesting discussions. My co-commentator wants something to say. Do you want to talk to the microphone, Inky? Yeah. Can you hear that, chat? She's very opinionated. Oh, I was a little quiet today, but I'm very sleepy, and I have a lot of work to catch up on from over the weekend when I was live streaming. With that, I'm going to go ahead and leave you off. Let's go rating. I will be live on YouTube tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to have any Twitch streams until I am done with my taxes, Chad. Which is usually like a full day work has to go into that, which is unfortunate. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I meant to do it last week, but then Battle for Salvation snuck up on me, so we ended up having to do that. We're going to stream where we're going to raid Rampart Bacon, who it looks like is maybe playing a game. I'm actually not 100% sure what's going on, but we'll go ahead and give them a raid with that and head on over. Thanks, everyone, for watching. I'll see you on YouTube tomorrow, and I'll be on Twitch later on, of course. Cheers, everyone.